Hey, yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the stream. How we doing? Well, welcome. Did we start earlier than scheduled? Hey, I'm winning right. How's it going anyway, LT? Welcome. Yeah, I thought, you know what? Stuffy, let's get on, man. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't realise the time. I thought it had gone half past. I thought I was late, actually. But how we doing? I was just helping Rosie get her dressing off for where is that a surgery like? How we doing anyway? That'll be good. Alright, we're gonna play some Zenless and we're gonna play some Black Beacon if we can. I think we're probably just gonna straight get into it. I think. Actually, there is a video I wanted to check out. And then we'll get into it. Just the one. I'm gonna be good. We're gonna just watch this one. Well, there was two, but we'll just watch one. And then we'll get into the game. Okay. Welcome. Yo, Reldon, what's going on, dude? Welcome to the stream. Alright, so, yeah, man, I had a good stream earlier, guys. I enjoyed it. You guys killed it. It was fun as well. I'm still continuing to enjoy art nights, and stories getting good as well. I'm really enjoying the story, actually. And, you know, the stages are fun, man. I like the challenge, you know. I like the variety. I like the switch up. It's good. Just the one, sure, buddy, right? Actually pretty hyped for the 2.0, so it makes it easy for me to just say pulls. Yeah. I'm still trying to chip away at getting trigger at the minute. I'm broke in the game, but I'm like, we'll see how things go. It depends on, you know, especially with the new waves. I'm hoping we get a bunch of pulls and stuff, because I am guaranteed on Wither at the moment. So I'm not too worried about Wuthering Waves, but I might, you know, spend a little bit on each game. You know, even if it's only just 30 quid on each game or something like that. But I'm contemplating on doing that anyway. Depends on how good both anniversaries are at that fact. Hopefully they don't let us down. You gave a punch trigger at this point. Yeah, I feel yeah. I'm gonna keep chipping away, and then if I get her, I might just chuck a little bit of cash down, see if we can try and get the weapon. But yeah, should we get into this, guys? She's supposed to be really good as well. Yeah, I think she's got right. She's like up there now. I think, isn't she? Is it in a T0 on the tier lists? Anyway, let's get started, shall we? Let's do this. Let me make some gameplay as well when we switch up. Close that. Okay. Chapter 5 stages are pretty funny knock knives, but you need to be ready with 2 AA snipe with some of those stages. Yeah, I really do need to do a bit of farm. Might have to just do a little bit of farming tomorrow on stream as well, because I'm probably not going to have much time to do much off stream. I did, like, literally as the stream ended earlier, while I was getting ready to go out to get Rosie, I just put on an auto run for some leveling mats. But I need to get a bunch of outfit, really, because I think I'm going to need to level up a couple of characters, if I'm honest. Yo, Claude, what's going on, dude? Welcome to the stream. Spend money on art nights once every 3 months, which is when the limited events happen, and then drop really good packs. Some good, yeah, that's what I'm thinking with, like, Wither. I haven't spent on Wither now since how much less I am? I spent 100 quid on Wuthering Waves a couple of months ago in one go. I think it might have been when 2.0 dropped, actually. It might have been prior to 2.0. I can't remember, but it's been a hot minute anyway. And I've only just been buying the $5 packs on Zenless at the moment, and I bought one of the £15 bundles. That's it. So I don't mind chucking a little bit that way. I think I might get the cheap pass pack or whatever it is, the equivalent on Arc Nights as well. Contemplating doing that, to be fair. Easy done cruise and big cruise. Only buying these have kept me spending under control. Yeah, I'm going to say, like, monies as well, really. Like, considering the thing is, I play a bunch of different gacha games, right? Depending on how much I play them. Like, you know, I'm playing a bunch of different games, and I'm playing games outside gacha as well. And, like I say, for taking Wuthering Waves, taking Genshin, taking Star Rail, taking Zenless, like, all together, you're probably looking at just over 300 quid on all 3 games, which I think's pretty fine, really. You know, over a period of well over a year now, you know? I don't think that's too bad at all. Now, I know a lot of people be like, dude, that's far too much. But, you know, as I say, as somebody who sees that as a year's worth plus of entertainment, I'm totally fine with them. Monthly card equals 12. Yeah, I'm going to have to get it for the 10 pulls that you lot scammed out to me earlier as well, man. So I'm going to have to make that happen. Scammers, man. Alright, let's get this video up I wanted to watch as well. Let me switch scenes a second. Yeah, to be fair, I'm actually...
You guys know how I've been going on my binge.
Alright, YouTube. I don't really spend much money at all, really, I don't. I'm a tight git, you know? I'm a tight git. I don't really spend much on clothes. I used to. But I don't really spend much on clothes, trainers, or anything anymore. Me and Rosie are, like, not big. We don't really go out often. We go out for, like, food and stuff like that, but we don't spend a lot of money going out, you know. This is our first big holiday in a couple of years, actually. We usually go, like, city breaks and stuff, but this is our first, like, big holiday in quite a while, actually. So, yeah, we're quite good like that, really, to be fair. We've been doing all right recently. We've been trying to save some money, you know. It's hard nowadays with how things are, but we've, you know, slowly getting some money put away. I'm 33 roll away from Pity on Trigger Engine. Only a week left. Yeah, right. That's why I need to really start getting on some Zenless, man. I really need to start getting some currency in. I need to... I don't know what I've got to do, actually. It's been a while since I played the game properly, so I need to look. I think, obviously, I've got... I think I've... Unless if it's still active, I've got Ambi's quest and... I think triggers as well, yeah. I think I've got triggers and ambies, and I've got some other little bits and pieces to do as well, and some little events to do as well. So we'll try and bash through some of that as well today and clear out some little bits and pieces. I do want to jump on some Black Beacon as well, though. I do want to jump on some Black Beacon. So if worse comes to worse, I'll do play Zenless off stream as well when I get a chance. I haven't for like the last probably 2 weeks, but I do like to hop on Zenless when I get a chance. Anyway, shall we watch this video then? Because I'm kind of interested in this Etheria restart, if I'm honest. It looks like it's I don't know if he's got any gameplay going on in the background. I'm not too sure in the B-roll, but like from what I've saw of it, it does look like it's got like a decent amount of high quality value to it. You know, it's got polish. I think this game does lean into PvP though, if I remember. Yeah, there's like a proper PvP mode, so we'll have to see how that goes. But anyway, let's have a look at this one from EO then, shall we? Etheria Restart might be the TRPG you've been looking for. Does it have the glue, EO? All right, let's get into it.
You guys know how I've been going on my binge about Honkai Star Rail not being a turn-based RPG, or rather a good turn-based RPG.
What you need selling on ZZZ?
Well, I think I might have found a strong candidate.
ZZZ
Introducing Etheria Restart, a new turn-based RPG that blends a little
bit of
style
VR quest, I think ends today. There's a few pulls to complete. Okay,
but I think the key part here is that one, yeah, it's got PvP, I know, right? Two, despite it having PvP and having the trope behind it that, you know, pay to win is always going to win, which I guess maybe kind of might still be true, whatever. Point being is that it's actually pretty generous when it comes to the free-to-play versus the paid-for player because of the strategy that's put behind it. And we actually had a tournament with a lot of...
yeah, maybe there it might look like that. I don't buy that, though. Honestly, I don't buy that. If you're going to allow PvP... like, you know, people who are free to play going directly up against people who are pay to play, which is totally fine. I just don't buy this idea that, like, free to play. But now, I'm not saying there wouldn't be a small portion of free to play players who are sweating the game all the time are going to be able to beat the casual light spender. But I think, you know, I just don't see it happening. I think spenders are going to have an advantage over non-spenders, are they? Like, I don't, that's a hot take at all.
Creators, myself included, that was able to kind of put this to the test, and it was quite the experience.
Right. You know, that is that argument in that, oh, he plays for the game. He's obviously, you know, it's like typically a lot of the people who play for the game are the people who are sometimes even better at the game because they spend a lot of time on the game anyway. So, you know, along with spending money, they learn the game also. So typically, usually what you find is you're going up to someone who's spent and's actually good at the game as well.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Ethereum Restart is a turn-based strategy game with 4 characters against another 4 characters. Obviously in PvE, that might be 2, 3, 1, whatever, doesn't really matter. But for the sake of this video, I'm gonna focus on most of the PvP aspects for 2 reasons. 1, pretty much all I played. And 2, I feel like this is a huge selling point towards the game that I really want to hone in on, the good and the bad. Now with this 4v4, you essentially are the pilot or the commander of your army, your general, whatever you want to call it, and your goal is to command your team better than your opponent. And this comes from a number of different things. Similar to the other games, you have a basic attack or a basic skill. You have a second skill, which is kind of like the enhanced skill or whatever you want to call it. And then you have an ultimate. Now these skills can range from anything. They could be all offensive, defensive, a counter style, heals, a mix of offense and defense.
There's a little bit like
really matter. The point is to find a way to build your team to get your end goal. And it wouldn't be an RPG without some type of gear system, and that's exactly what we have in Ethereum. Now, to be fair, I don't think we have a weapon system. I think it's literally just a character and gear, so that's kind of a cool thing. You don't have to worry about that, which goes in favor of what I mentioned earlier when it comes to the whole PvP versus like free to play and pay to win. And one of the negatives for me was the fact that I actually had very little idea. In fact, I had to crash course learn a lot of these things here. Now, some things I understood on a basic level because it feels a little bit like Pokemon, to be fair, but Pokemon doesn't have as many gear sets or items that I can use. Now, in the case of Ethereum Restart, there was a lot of gear and a lot of these pet-like creatures that each one of your characters are able to have. And these pet-like creatures have so many different abilities. The gear have so many different abilities. And then the characters have so many different abilities. So if you can't gather what I'm saying, there is a large dump of information that was put on top of my head at once. Trying to get accustomed to all of this was a lot. I still had fun at the end of the day, but it was a lot to try and get accustomed to. I mean, there are some characters. So
this looks like it's obviously live PvP because a lot of them will do like where you set up a team, don't you? And then like people can just challenge your team, which is some of those games like say with Re-Remento, you'll have like where people are running like a shield, double hero, double shield, heal kind of buff, debuff kind of team where basically he's like you can't kill their team, but they can't kill you, so you just get into this cycle of a everlasting fight. Unless you've just got insane amounts of DPS, which usually you're going up against sort of people in your sort of area, so you get stuck with that sort of stuff, which obviously depends on the matchmaking as well, which you know at some point you're always going to go up against people who've spent on the game. But yeah, like it really, this idea that a turn-based game like this with PvP, obviously I don't know the nuance of the combat, but like there's only so much I'm expecting in a gacha game in regards to a turn-based combat. You know, they're not going to go insane levels of a strategy, I wouldn't think. It'd probably be just your typical turn-based affair that's like, you know, just your standard turn-based situation. I can't see how spending on particular characters, I wonder what the dupe situation's like, gear, weapons as a signatures, you know, like even if you've got the same characters, you're going up against somebody who's got dupes of the same character. You've got plus a signature weapon, plus potentially like an R5 signature weapon or something like that. Like, you know, dupes on the weapon, dupes on the character. This idea that you're just going to be able to, dude, if you're just good at the game, you'll clear it. I just don't buy it, man. I just don't buy it. Hey, hopefully it proves me wrong, because that'd be fucking dope. Well, I don't think so. Not if they're going to let you take in your full-on, paid 4 teams anyway.
This game that are able to infinitely stun you, and you would have no idea until you see it. There are characters that have the ability to freeze your entire team, or characters that can protect your entire team from any debuff in the game. There's characters that revive your characters
until that one character comes out.
There's characters that just one-shot the entire team, or at least half the team, and there's tons of strategies to be able to do this. This game, from a conceptual level, feels exactly like a game that I would want to play. And I know that might not be for everybody, but it is for me, at least based off what I'm explaining. I like the strategy. I love that there's so many different ways that you can get from, you know, like a point A to point B, right? There's an end game that I want to get to defeat my opponent. How do I get there? There are 20, 30, 50 different.
How many different ways can you really do that in a turn-based game, though, I feel? Kloss deploys a force field with her drones, and the cat's phantom weaves through it, dealing 220% damage to all enemies with 75% chance to inflict 1 stack of hacking progress. There is also an 80% chance to steal the target's strike prep and redistribute it evenly among all allies. Every 1 stack of hacking progress increases the stealing amount by 10% with hack in, counting as 4 stacks. Level 2 increases damage multiplied by 2 to 200. Hacking progress to 75%, 220 damage multiplier, and strike prep to 80%. Okay, so you got modules and stuff down here by the looks of it, which I'm assuming is just your gear, straight up your gear, yeah? These are all like, what, 6-star team members? Okay.
Ways that I can get to defeat my opponent, and then I get to create
That's it
my
feels
own
like, right?
expression.
Kind of feels like that. Well done.
This
So let's have a
feels
look.
like a little bit of that.
It didn't say, but yeah, there's a link here to download it, so maybe.
If I want to play a hyper carry or a character that is a pure on DPS but focuses on the concept of dying and coming back to life, like Hoyon, I actually have the kit or the ability to do that. And then trying to figure out how to get Hoyon's game plan off, well, that's the beauty of it. And I guess if you're not familiar with some of these games, then you could easily think of this as any card game that's out there.
Is this game out now then?
Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Duel Masters. Does anyone still play that? Despite that, the purpose of the tournament, to my understanding, was to pretty much highlight the game and give it a little bit of a boost, some attention, if you will. And I think it's going to serve its purpose pretty well. But going into the tournament, I kind of had my own game plan. Now, this game plan that I had was a sum up. I think you saw
Genesis play today. Must be out then, yeah. Unless I've got early access to it, I guess.
Studying. I knew a couple different characters that were pretty strong, and I knew some combos that were pretty strong. But
it's got a PC
one of the cool things about Etheria is that
it has a out, you know what I mean?
ban phase. Now, some of you guys would be familiar with this from the Honkai Star Rail PvP tournaments, but it's a little more defined, and it's actually in game, which I thought was really cool. The way the pick and ban system works is that preemptively, you and your opponent will randomly ban 2 characters, and whatever it is that you guys pick happens to be banned. Now, if you guys pick the same exact characters, then only those 2 characters are banned.
I suppose at least you can attempt to ban like meta characters, but if you've only got one ban choice, like then obviously, you know, it depends. I suppose that's something though. You know, like I say, that like to me, that's, you know, when you've got that in games, that's you know that it's designed to be a sweaty sort of PvP. It's hard really, man, to think about that you're gonna be outsmarting people there if you're free to play. Because, like, at the end of the day, there's going to be players who probably start off free to play but really enjoy the game and who are good at the game, who are then just going to probably start to spend just because they know, you know, it's definitely going to help them as well.
And this
I'm willing to give it a try, though.
Willing to give it a try. Where a lot of us were picking the same thing. For instance, there's a character named Doki Doki, which I believe Doki Doki allows the
character
team
models look all right, though, don't
one
they?
character to essentially do whatever it is, reduce their cooldown to 0, and give them another turn or another action to be able to do it all over again, which could be pretty.
Well, that's the whole point of it, isn't it, Weldon? Really, it's
if you don't and you have no idea.
I suppose there'll be like the meta characters that people typically you'll find that people are banning quite often. I don't know. It depends on how the system works as well. Like, do you get a look at your opponent's roster, or do you just get to ban a random character out the entire roster, maybe? And then if like, because they would have to let you see, right? Because being a gacha game, there's going to be particular characters that you don't have. So what if they ban a character that you don't even have, so it doesn't even affect you? Surely they've got to be able to look at your roster then, right? To see which characters to ban as well, because it's not like you're playing like something like Siege or something, and you're picking a ban on it, you know, a character that's probably going to be in the squad, or another hero type game as well. You know, with it being a gacha game, there's going to be plenty of characters that people are just not going to have, isn't there?
What you're doing, ding ding. Well, she's kind of useless. Thankfully, I never got to show that off because everyone banned Doki Doki, including myself. I don't think there was a single round where Doki Doki wasn't banned. But
okay, so there's already a meta coming up of a character that's getting banned straight off the bat. The game ain't even out right.
There is a way to protect your ban. So in the event, for whatever reason, somebody didn't ban Doki Doki, well, now you have a third slot. The third slot being this is how you protect your team or protect the character that you want the most. And this creates a nice strategy before you actually get into the game of trying to build out your team, not show your hand too fast to your opponent, and then still be able to protect what it is that you want to. Because let's say that you pick your DPS or whatever it is that you want immediately. Well, now they can kind of soft counter what you're going for by picking some of the characters that you might need in order to build out the strongest team. On the opposite side of that, you actually have to play around with the pick and ban system to eventually build up what you want and hope that your third pick doesn't get taken by your opponent.
Oh, okay. So they drop their character into the slot, you see what they're choosing, and then you can ban it when it pops up there, I'm assuming? Is that how we're working, or do you just ban it straight before it comes up? I'm assuming it looks like there's a potential to do that, yeah, because like you can see him selecting his characters here.
Going for a similar strategy. So here's what I was thinking at the time. It's okay, they did pick up Hellkid. Of course they picked up Hellkid. So they got Hellkid, which means I'm gonna go for Ling Luao, and I'm gonna lock that in. Oh, we get a double pick this time, actually. I get a double pick, so I can actually get Ling Luao. I banned out Rahu though. Fuck.
Is he? Yeah, I did download Epic 7 once, but I never played it.
Around with this. Let's go with Ling Luao, and I think maybe who else do I have on my team? The little one, the young one, Swan.
Yeah, for sure. When it comes to PvP, like obviously you might have adjustments, it depends on how well it's designed, slight adjustments in meta, and people like potentially leading new metas and stuff. But your fights are probably going to end up running the same for the most of the time, aren't they? I would think, at least anyway, unless somebody's really trying to do something different. Because you obviously, even in a turn-based game, the meta's a little bit tighter. But obviously, if it's PvE, you can be a little bit more loose with the characters you're choosing. But when it comes to something like this, you're probably going to see very similar teams over and over again, I would imagine, anyway.
What I'm going for is kind of like seeing some heals, if you will.
I'm guessing so, because these are all 6-star characters as well, aren't they? And I'm assuming 50s
are banning, so you can't actually ban
a maxed out character because all the characters are 50.
Which probably makes sense as to why people would want to ban the Ling Luao right there. He went for Veronica, and then he sniped the ban. Oof, okay, and he also got the anti-heal. So the Heinrich, I believe, is the character that has anti-heal, which is pretty solid, pretty strong.
Interesting,
so my third pick is something that I don't want to get banned, right?
Willing to check it out.
It's also going to be something that I have to deal with.
Something like this, I'll probably end up just playing PvE because
I really don't know what I'm doing.
There's no way I'm spending to play PvP.
Regard. So maybe I go for Hoyon. Yeah, I think I'll do Hoyon. And wait, what? No, I didn't.
Now you fucked up.
Now my first opponent was Sei Shizo, and he was a monster as an opponent. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, he made it to top 4 in the previous tournament for Etheria. And fun fact, one of the strategies or teams that I had was taken exactly from the previous tournament from Sei. So I feel like I knew a little bit of what he might want to do, but this is a different version of the game with some updates. So there were, of course, things that he knew that I was just not aware of.
Yeah, like this is why this statement here is, oh, you can just outplay somebody. Well, of course you can if you've all got the same characters and everybody's leveled the same and probably all got the same gear and all got the same weapons. Of course you can, then it's down to outplaying somebody, isn't it? Because it's a balanced playing field, as you say. Real world experience ain't going to be the same, is it?
Heal right here, I think maybe, or do we do a regular heal? I think we do a big boy heal, right? Because then we still have the.
I wish some gacha companies would have the balls to do this in regards to the PvP, and everybody has access to the same roster. I get why they probably wouldn't, because this is where whales are going to want to flex on people, where they're like, dude, I'm good at the game. Plus, I've spent a lot of money on it, so I'm going to kick the shit out of you now. And it's a good place to flex on the rankings. But it would be nice if a company was confident in making money in other ways and having a competitive, fair PvP. I'd love to see that one day. I really would. Hey, Rosie.
The AoE heal after this? Or maybe we save the big boy
character
heal
models
for her.
Do look really nice.
I don't think she's going to get her other turn, though. Yeah,
I'd like to see the arena that you're fighting in maybe become like a coliseum. That'd look cool.
Hopefully that doesn't mess me up too bad.
Looks polished though, right?
So she's gonna get her polished right after this, exactly. Okay, so as long as we can just kind of survive until the next turn.
Okay, so you got like your active
everyone's
battle,
good. We can get the res off and we can get the big hill.
Line down the bottom here, yeah. See,
there, I see it now. Like, he's definitely trying to take out Sonya right here.
So I'm assuming
which is likely, is very likely he can do that. I don't understand
right?
how the ultimates work. Like, I kind of wish there was a way that maybe I understood like whose cooldown was what. Like, boom, there's that big hit right there. I kind of wish I understood.
I think so, Reldon. Yeah, I think it's like a fully fledged.
All three of us right here. So we do the
RPG gacha with events, endgame story, and then it's just got a heavy focus on PvP.
During my first match, there was actually some pretty cool stuff that kind of threw me for a loop. For instance, there's a character named Lilith. I said it right. I promised. Oh my goodness, dude. Stun drops you so far down. So maybe we take her out right here, right? Single damage. Yes. Okay, that's one down. So we managed to get that one. Now it's a 3v3 again. And as long as Sonya survives, I can bring her back. It'll be a 4v3.
So how long did you get? Was it 30 seconds in between each action?
What? She has a revive too? No, I didn't know. And Lilith was an interesting character that unfortunately I really didn't take the time to learn. I had no idea what this character did or who she was until I faced off against her. And when seeing that, there were a lot of times where she would get an extra turn, which I had no idea how she got that turn.
And it looks like he's getting bodied. He
does,
doesn't he? Yeah, definitely.
She doesn't get bullied down.
The style
damn,
of.
I wasn't expecting that right there to happen. I thought we were safe to get away with it, but that's
definitely pulled inspiration from there.
And she just. This one, it's not even that she's doing
even like
so
the
much
angles.
Damage. I think it's just
like the angles of the attacks
so
and stuff. Very Star Rail.
It's harder for me to keep up with it. On top of all the crazy stuff I already talked about, there's still the fact that I can get
like the camera angles it switches to.
And there's a bunch of other status elements in the game, but I think stun is probably the strongest one, or at least one of the strongest ones, because my goodness, bro, being stunned in this game, it's almost as bad as entanglement in Star Rail, and like she's actually not going to be able to do anything either. That's super really unfortunate. Ooh. I don't know how I feel about that. And there was clearly a difference in the mastery or understanding of the game, which goes to show you someone who understands it, a skilled player versus someone just picking you up. Please don't jump into PvP if you're just picking it up like me. I had a little bit of experience with games like Epic 7 or Star Rail, or like I said, Pokemon, but going into this, that huge information dump was crazy. Dude, they messed me up. She messed me up bad, bro. I'm not even gonna hold you. There was a character that I used in the game called Kloss. Kloss has this pink and blue hair, and from what I was reading in the kit, Kloss had the ability to steal an action from my opponent and then spread it out evenly across all of my allies, my entire team. And so what I assumed that this was going to be doing was essentially taking their turn away and giving it to myself, or at least their entire turn, and then spreading it across, basically being another form of action advance for a little bit, right? What ended up happening multiple times was somehow immunity kept popping up, and I didn't understand it then, and I still don't understand it now, but Seishizo understood it because he was able to essentially hard counter whatever it was that I was doing. I had to go back and watch this from his own perspective, where he knew what he was doing. He knew how to counter it. He knew what was going on, and he knew how to stop it. And this could be a big part in like the little pet system that I mentioned earlier, where these pets have a multitude of different abilities, and these pets' official name would be called a shell. Some of the shells have the ability to act before the actual character takes their action. And you know, something like if Alicorn, for instance, if they have debuffs on them, the thing will activate, the shell will activate, it'll dispel 3 debuffs, and then for every 1 debuff that is dispelled, you'll recover 10% of your max HP. There are other shells in the game that make it so you can't be targeted at all during the first turn, which is crazy, by the way. Seeing doggos do that like during the tournament, I'm like, bro, what?
So I suppose you're going to be spending a lot of time farming them, yeah.
Where did you find that? There's some crazy stuff in this game that just exists, and I don't really understand it. What demon designed? Oh, and then there was Obel from my match with Deity, and dude, this guy is insane.
Yeah, I'm seeing Epic Star 7 rail.
Something like this in the game, but I mentioned it earlier in the video where you have a particular character or a set of characters that have the ability to stun.
You're gonna start reading, are you, Rosie?
Oval has the ability to do exactly that. And so he has this move called Shadow Wave, which I'm assuming is going to be his ultimate. And this summons these giant whirlpools that hit the entire field, everybody on the opponent's side of the field. It hits them a multitude of times, and then it has a 30% chance to inflict stun on the enemy.
Can't be targeted towards during first turn, yeah. Pay to win turn-based type stuff already suffer 3 with E7, yeah. I say this idea that, like, oh, you're going to be able to combat somebody who's spent. Don't know about that. Don't know about that. I'm not buying that one. Not buying that one.
He knew what he was doing as well. Man's bopped my stuff. I got stunned infinitely. I couldn't do anything for the entire first game, and I was deleted. So I thought to myself, well, in the last tournament, I saw another character have a very similar game plan. That character's name was Kraken. Kraken had, just like how Oval has, they also share the same element if I'm not mistaken, he has Financial Tsunami, which is also going to be his ultimate, and it has a 60% chance to not only inflict freeze or frozen, but it also has a 40% chance to reduce their action value. And so I thought during game 2, well, you did it to me, I'm gonna do it back to you, right? And he banned him. Yeah, he banned me from using Kraken. So I never got to have fun. Do you know how crazy that is, bro? Hey, I can have fun in the game, but you cannot have fun in the game. And I talk about this all the time, right? If you guys hear me talk about anything pertaining to fighting games or like competitive stuff, I want to be the player. I love being the player, picking the character where I have fun. You just get to block. You hold block. You sit in the corner all day and you block. You catch this mix up. That's the type of player that I like to be. Getting smoked this way is insane, all right? But at the end of the day, I think it was actually pretty cool.
Mark, you fucking retard. If you're a bot, if you're a real person, you was in here earlier doing this.
It's in a category for a lot of players like myself who really want something that they can grind for. And I think that's kind of what I've been missing for a little bit now, is a game that has a purpose as to why I'm building and grinding and leveling up these characters, or just generally getting better at the game. It's one thing to play the game and then get better to beat the game. It's another thing to play the game and get better to beat everyone else. And I think Etheria is kind of settling that for me. But don't let me gas it up too much. Play the game for yourself, or at least try to play the game for yourself. Like I said, the final CBT is right around the corner. I enjoyed it. I'm going to sign up,
so it's not
and hopefully I get into that one as well. And then if I do, maybe I can start the game from the beginning and learn a lot more from the ground up. Despite me getting smoked,
okay, so this was defo.
I can't say my usual outro because it's inappropriate for YouTube. Like the video, comment, subscribe. Smell you later.
Okay, so yeah, I think it was a bit more of an ad read, yeah. Okay. Alrighty. Hey, yo. Okay. Alright, okay, I guess, you know. I was hoping it was out so we could give it a whirl maybe. But yeah. I think not for me. I love a bit of PvP, but I prefer my PvP to be you know, all on the line. Like, that's why I like things like CS, Valorant. I've been enjoying Fragpunk as well recently. Yeah, I'm not really into that sort of PvP, to be fair. You know, could probably have a little bit of fun with it right on launch. And he's saying don't go straight into PvP. It might be a good idea to go straight into PvP when everybody doesn't really know the game and hasn't really had the opportunity to get too far ahead. You might actually be able to have some fun in PvP that way, to be fair. I think a couple of months in, it's going to be the same old routine. You're just going to get bodied by people who play the game a lot and probably spent on the game as well. And this idea that, hey, you're smarter than a whale because you haven't spent. Like you say, it is a thing that people like to act out down there, like, oh, free-to-play players are definitely smarter than paid players. Like, come on, bro. Really? Really? You know? Really? Balanced competition is everything. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Get dailies done quickly, shall we? Oh, actually, hold on. Let's take a photo and then we'll head to what's it? Arcade. Get Evelyn in the picture. That was that dude from the concert, yeah. Okay, play a game of Soul Hounds 3 single player. Dude, I think, is it Soul Lounge where you literally, it feels like you can't die?
Good evening. How about winding down with some games after a busy day?
That's the real end game, isn't it? That's the real end game, dude, man. The PvP, the beef we started along the way. Oh, actually, I haven't played this. Oh, I have played this. Can I, like, not just, I want to just kill myself as quickly as possible. I don't know if I can kill myself in this mode. I can't remember playing this, actually. I think I might have.
So it begins.
The control scheme's so weird on this zone. What am I gonna do? Oh, let me just go through to finish it off. I'm not really bothered about trying to do anything here. We're just spamming through until we're done. Surprisingly efficient. Okay, that'll kill me, yeah? Okay, cool. Have I got another life? How many lives have I got? Okay. Oh, man. How many lives have we got, man? There we go. Okie dokie. Give me my reward, eh? Thank you very much. Yeah, I forgot to play that one, man. I've only played that once, I think. Okay. Sweet. Let's go open the store as well, shall we? Oh, man. A free camera. Oh, it's lovely. Black Beacon. Black Beacon. Come on now. Give me one. I think you can quit and it counts. Can ya? I did it before on the one of the modes and it didn't, but I don't know if I quit too quick, maybe. I'm not too sure. At least that way. We pretended, right? We pretended. I don't think I've got one for this, have I? Yeah, no. Okay, whatever. Just add anything. You guys talking about E7 or E6 now? I was just watching EO's video about what was it? Etheria Restart or whatever it's called. The guys are saying it's very similar to Epic 7. I've never played it, so I don't know. It works. How does it work on Bizarre Brigade? Does it? I think it might have been Snake that I tried it on. Oh man.
You feel lost? You can always come back here for a cup of coffee.
Epic resets. Shit, I should have been really doing this. We're gonna have to spam this the next couple of hours to get done in the next day or two if we just do some of our weeklies as well, actually. We could do some notorious hunts as well. Should we go do another 5 simulation stages quickly? I don't know what I need at the minute, actually. Get some agent promotion, Mats. Let's do it. This is a team I've been having a lot of fun with, though, man. You know, don't get me wrong, Miyabi's insanely cracked. I've still not fully built up my unit yet, really. But Miyabi, Evelyn, it's a lot of fun, man.
I'll take over now. My blade is already. Heads up.
Like, she is ridiculous, though, isn't she?
There's no time to lose. All exits are now sealed.
Oh, you played it for like 2 to 3 years, did you? Yeah, I downloaded it on mobile, never played it. Never actually played it. I've heard like he's got like quite a cool hardcore fan base, hasn't he? I'm pretty sure didn't ZZZ used to play that a lot? I'm sure I've heard him talk about it. And one thing I really do like about Black Beacon though, you know, the sweep. More games need to do that. Yeah, Miyabi, Inagi, clear everything. If I can play kind of like Hollow Zero, I'd rather do that. Yeah, I for some reason, obviously Miyabi's just cracked, full stop, but she's fun to play. But I don't know, I love playing this. Shit, I didn't mean to do that. This Miyabi Evelyn team. Like, I know it's not the most optimal. To be fair, it doesn't really matter when you're running Miyabi. You know, you could just put Miyabi on field and she'll do the job. But yeah, it just feels fun to play. Feels fun to play. Yeah, I was talking about that earlier, actually, Leo. That like, I don't mind the Void Hunters being like a little bit more, you know, standoutish, I should say, if that's even a word. But I definitely don't want another Miyabi to happen. I don't think it'd be good for the game, you know. I love Miyabi, but I think she probably was a mistake for the game, really. You know?
All exits are now free.
Wait for the new Void Hunter to have a go. Please don't. Please don't. I enjoy this game. I want to keep having fun for a little bit longer. If I can get another 6 months out of it, I'll be okay. I'll be okay. But let's not wreck it just yet. The sweep, like, clear stage a bunch of times in one button. Yeah, pretty much. So you can just, like, especially material farming like this. This is, you know, I've heard people argue against that sort of stuff. Which, you know, if that's how you feel. But for me, like, stuff like that, let me sweepy. You know, I've got no desire to keep farming mats stages over and over again, because there's no challenge to them, is there? They're just there to spend time on, really. Which I guess that's the point, like. But yeah, his full charge is down near global anyways. Fucking covers the entire stage pretty much, doesn't he? It's fucking insane. Alright, let's have a look at some stuff here that we could do then. Okay, so we've got we've also got the new main chapter available that we could do. We've got the 0 point calibration. Should really do these two because we've only got 6 days left on these. Yeah, Little Knight's big charge as well. Okay, maybe do some of this as well. I've got a bunch of combat stuff to do as well, I think, in the HDD. I don't know what to do, though, to be fair. I don't know if to carry on with the main or do these. So I kind of want to do Silver Soldier's song, if I'm honest. Should you have a look at this? Amy's TV schedule is now live. Should we go? Yeah, let's go and let's do these, because there's 6 days left on them. I might as well bang them out the way. So I didn't realise that Miyabi MVA's Christina V until recently. It was that. I don't even know who that is, if I'm honest. Story broadcast, new story available. Jump cut montage, new stages available. Alright, let's go. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go.
I just came back from Waterfall Soup.
Waterfall Soup.
What happened? Did something come up?
One thing about Zenless, it gives my vocals a rest as well.
Nothing really. It might not even be a
okay.
big deal.
No way.
General Chop just mentioned that Soldier 11 hasn't come to eat noodles at the shop for quite some time.
How many hubs
We
are at the
haven't heard
minute?
from her in a while either.
Luminous Square. There's the initial street you start on, right? There's the outskirts. You've got like some smaller hubs, but there's like three of the main hubs now, yeah? If I'm right. Like a bunch of other little smaller sub-hubs as well.
Maybe she's out on a mission?
On a mission? But even then, she'd still try to reply to messages from you.
I do need to get some disk drives, some better disk drives for Evelyn as well.
This is starting to worry me now. If only her squad mates were with her.
I really like ZZZ, I do. I need to get back on the grind again. I need to get caught up. That's why. When is 1.7? If I'm not mistaken, you're back to inquire about Soldier 11 again. When was the last time you got some shut-eye? Come on, man. You can't say that to Trigger, really? They're closed right now. Don't worry. I'm fine. And I can't rest until I've confirmed her whereabouts. Bro, she just said, when was the last time you got shut-eye to Trigger? Recently, she keeps getting redeployed, and I haven't been able to contact her, which is very unusual. We are colleagues, after all, so I thought perhaps you might have some information. You're in luck. However, I want you to promise me something. Don't push yourself too hard and go get a good night's sleep. For her sake, if nothing else. In a week. Okay, we got time then. Thanks, I'll do it for you too. I know you say that to everyone, but fine. Here goes. Someone who looks a lot like Soldier 11 was spotted in Hollow Zero according to the eyewitness account as she was with some armed individuals who were not Defense Force personnel. I'll send you the precise coordinates. Are you heading out now, Trigger? Let's go. Let's do it. Right after the trigger banner. Yeah, what is it? How many days left on this? 6 days left on the banner. Okay. Trigger is kind of fun to play with though. We're gonna run the main girl squad though, guys.
We've arrived at the coordinates Ray provided. She's so kind. I'll take over now. Check your 6.
My time to shine. I see it.
So I want to get Trigger though. I kind of want to build a team around Trigger, if I'm honest.
No temporary. Suspicious ether fluctuations over there.
I do love the visuals in this game as well. You know, like the design and everything. I love the aesthetic of this game.
It's over.
Makes me chuckle every time. Like, don't get me wrong. I love how powerful she is, because obviously I've got her. But, yeah, we need to not have another jump like me, Abby, because I just don't, I can't see it being good for the game, you know what I mean? Definitely need more balanced units coming. I really wish I'd have got Ambi though, man, because Ambi was fun to play.
The cold is silent.
Nearly. Nearly got away from me there, that did. Trigger me, Abby and Aggie is good. I've heard that. I've heard that. Yeah, she does look insane. She's at, I think she's up there tier 0 now. Yeah, I think me, Abby, what's his name? The dudes and Trigger and tier 0s, right? Do you want them to stop putting ridiculously strong W engines? I love the look. I love the look of a 2.0 teaser. Really. They don't hit me. You are from the Defense Force, a soldier of the people. You can't just go dishing out vigilante justice, can you? I don't need to get my hands dirty. I just need to leave you in a place where no one can find you and remove your protective gear. It'll be the corruption here that takes your life. Fine, I'll tell you everything. You're looking for that woman, right? The one wearing a military uniform like yours with that intriguing face. The others already restrained her and they took her that way. Is that so? Thank you for your cooperation. Trigger slams the butt of her gun hard against the enemy's mat. Fake soldiers wailing doesn't save him from being forcibly put to sleep, sending him into a peaceful oblivion as an act of mercy. Yeah, getting knocked out's not as peaceful as some people believe. It's actually pretty traumatic.
I won't let you take her.
My blade is already.
See, even if you waste it, you don't waste it, you know what I mean?
Nothing.
We gotta ult to get the bum out, because, you know. The cheats are ridiculous, chat.
Victory.
The cheats are ridiculous.
over.
I'm hoping that the mecha to be playable. I had to finish the second phase in 1 minute against an enemy with a storm mechanic. Yeah, any characters you particularly soaked about from the teaser?
Soldier 11.
What's the what's it? The new
been no
Void
match
Hunter
for her.
character. She looks
What
cool.
did you do?
She does look cool.
Ah, the blind sniper.
I forgot her
you
name.
actually can see.
Release her, or else you'll have my
Oh,
bullets
one thing
to
that I was
answer to.
kind of stoked about.
Your friend is
Are we going to get
beyond
new
help,
skins
There's
for
no stopping
Wise and Bell?
Silver's revival.
Are they going to have a new outfit that we can potentially get? Because like when you saw them at the new area, they were dressed differently, weren't they? And I don't know if that was just for the sake of the trailer and the environment where they were. It'd be kind of cool if because they look Bell looked great. I thought it'd be nice to have some new skins for Bell. Just as Trigger fires a shot, the enemy vanishes into a fissure with Soldier 11 in his arms. More enemies begin closing in, and by the time Trigger finishes dealing with them, the fissure is already closed.
Damn you. Silver's revival. What did he mean by that?
You and Miyabi's getting a skin in the first anniversary. Oh, nice. Damn, bro. It's me. Sorry, could you help me relay a message to the captain when you have time? Soldier 11 and I will both be using up all our leave starting today. You're going on vacation together without me. I'm already racking my brain trying to figure out what I did to upset you. You know it's not like that. I know, Soldier 11. Haven't you found her yet? Yeah, I read that's like it was speaking to Soldier 11. Yeah, please don't tell the captain about this just yet. She's already got enough on her plate. Are you sure you don't need my help? I appreciate the offer, but it won't be necessary. I don't want to kick the hornet's nest. After all, Soldier 11's recent frequent redeployments are also on orders from higher-ups. Then am I to kick the hornet's nest? I want to be the hornet's nest. That way, you'll think of me whenever you talk about hornets. Is this a dude or a chick? Sounds like they're basically saying, step on me, mummy. When would they ever talk about hornets? Never mind. There's something else too. What? There's more? I want to know, what does Silver's revival mean? Sounds like a new Astra Yao album. You're so sleep deprived that you've lost your sense of humour. Silver's revival or whatever, want me to ask about it on the internet. You're the best. Call me as soon as you've something. I always miss hearing your sweet voice. Ah, stop it. Save your sweet talk for someone who actually needs it. Now, Soldier Trigger, I order you to go and get some rest. A few days later, Trigger receives a call from her companion. According to her reply, she has already reached out to the informant through internet. Contact information: a young woman on 6th Street holding a fried chicken burger. A young woman holding a fried chicken burger? I hope I can recognize the smell of a fried chicken burger. I do like her design though. Obviously not for those reasons, chat, dirty. It is for those reasons. But I really like her design. I do like Zenly Zone Zero's character designs, I do. Damn, Rose, she's caked up. She's caked up. She kind of looks out of place, though.
Is it you?
Ambi's one of my favourite characters as well.
Contacted me on internet.
Yep.
Huh?
Oh, the burger.
Only as Void
Sorry,
Hunter level.
I was
Oh,
starving,
okay.
so
Yeah, she looks kind of cool.
finished it. Thanks for coming to meet me. Long story short, we need to stop Silver from coming
The best
back.
assets in the game. Where you looking?
By the
I was
way,
respectfully
what
looking
was
at the
your name
skyline,
again?
actually. I was just checking
I
out
hadn't
the
introduced myself.
which way the wind was blowing.
I'm still
The
unsure if
clouds
I
and
can
stuff.
trust
You know what I mean?
Oh,
Just had to look up the sky to
Don't
see
take
it.
it personally. I'm
Telling
always
Cruz.
cautious with people I've just met, especially someone from internet who claims to have intel without any solid proof. But I have to admit, you do seem kind of familiar. Even though
Man, I
can't
love
see
Ambi's
your
design,
face,
I do.
You somehow remind me of a friend. A friend who's in danger.
they've taken her, haven't they?
Wait, how much do you actually know?
I'm just as clueless as you about what's happening. But you might have heard of me. I'm Anby, the former captain of Silver Company.
So, you're...
Yeah, that's me. I'm the one who died in Soldier 11's place. So you should get why I feel responsible for her.
Would you understand if I say I'm still not completely convinced?
No worries. I've dealt with even more skeptical people before. Trust isn't gained on words alone. So how about we meet inside the hollow?
Inside the hollow?
Ambi always
I'm
looks shy,
not the
doesn't
best
she?
with words. Showing you through my actions might be more convincing. You just need to see me in battle.
I'm just tall. See that, Ambi? Sorry, I can't trust you yet. It looks like I must earn your trusts. Let's meet in the hollow. Once you see my combat skills, you'll understand what I mean. All right, it's a deal. Let's each head back and prepare. I love Ambi's design though. She's still one of my favourite looking characters. I think she looks great, man. I think that it's like, you know, even down to like walk animations and stuff in this game. I think they're top tier. Ambi, you still haven't gone back to the cunning hairs? Have I imposed too much? Sorry, I'll help out around the shop. Actually, please don't. Every time you sort videotapes, 18 has to go through and relabel them. Are you and Nicole having a fight? No, I would never fight with Nicole. It's just, I got caught up in a sticky situation and I don't want to drag the cunning hairs into it. Oh, I see how it is. So dragging us into it is okay. Just not them? That's not what I meant. I'll help out around the store and I'll bring you burgers too. Ambi? What? You can stay here as long as you want. If you need help, we'll always be there for you. I understand. Thank you. I'd like to rest for a bit now. I have an appointment later that I need to keep. Get some rest. If Nicole comes knocking, I can stall her for a bit, but I can't keep it from her forever, you know? She thought she's actually a badass, right? She just always seems like so shy and meek, doesn't she? I think that's what I really like. I know it's kind of tropey. I kind of like them sort of characters, man. You know, I do. And since you get S rank Ambi, I really hope we get an S rank Billy as well. I've been in love with his design ever since ZZZ came out. Yeah, a lot of people shit on Billy as well, don't they? I kind of like him, I do. I like him as a character as well. Like, a lot of people like, oh, he's too over the top. He's like a dollar store, fucking... Man, I'm trying to think of the fucking name now. My mind's gone blank. Jesus Christ, man. Ryan Reynolds. People are saying he's like a dollar store Ryan Reynolds type character, like. Yeah, Deadpool. See, one mind went blank then. Which I kind of see what people are saying, but like, I think it's underplaying the character, I think, you know? Specifically like Ryan Reynolds, really. Deadpool, of course, but like Ryan Reynolds' portrayal of Deadpool is what I mean. But I like it, you know. I think he's a cool character. Yeah, is there anything you'd like me to bring back? Juice, burgers, milk, burgers, or anything? I might pass by a store on the way back from the hollow. Off to the hollows again, just like that. I made an agreement with someone, rest assured. I've already prepared the carrot. I won't need to bother you this time, Proxy. We don't need milk or burgers. We just want you to return safe and sound. Don't worry, I will, in that case. Yeah, I had a brain fart there, man. Jesus Christ. I literally got pop figures of the dude up there, and I couldn't remember him. All them over there, somewhere anyway. It's been a while since I played Ambi. I forgot I didn't play it. Do you think the environmental design is stepping up in the game as well? You're very punctual. Back then, I used to make soldiers who were late do push-ups. Soldier 11 is the same. As long as I've known her, she's never missed an appointment, nor has she ever been out of contact. We'll find her. Trigger. Can I call you Trigger? Please do. I don't have any nicer sounding names. This time, leave the fighting to me. All you need to do is carefully observe my movements. Don't worry, I'll cover you when I deem it necessary.
Let me take a good look at your movements.
Yeah, I forgot how to use them, man. I need to look at a watch it again. I know it's like a few basic attacks and then a heavy to a... And you can do a heavy and a release, yeah? Or is it like 4 basic attacks and an attack and then a release? I can't remember. I should, man. I'll major at the start of the game. Is it on the 3rd, is he? Thank you very much.
Target locked.
Unfortunately, your enemy is too weak. I won't be able to show you my full combat abilities.
You don't strike me as the type of person who'd say something like that.
Neutralize!
I see now. There's no mistaking it. You
Yeah,
really
I
are
got
that
you know
Andy.
that bit in the story where Billy gets that like breathing unit. I was always confused. I was like, is he not fully like? What's the deal with Billy then? You know what I mean?
Token. You and Soldier 11, the way you fight and use ether, it's nearly identical. Incredible.
We're sisters. Assuming that sisters means replicas from the same blueprint, that is.
So the rumors circulating in the military about Silver Company, they're really true?
How much have you heard?
Only that Silver Company no longer exists. But biologically creating soldiers in mass quantities, how could that even be possible?
From what I know, besides intelligent constructs, everyone is born biologically. Delivered by storks, so they say. So, making one isn't much different from making 100.
Was that supposed to be a joke?
Yeah, my jokes never really hit the mark. Sorry about that.
I love how deadpan she is as well.
I'm the one who should be saying sorry. I was just astonished. I never thought the military had this level of technology. If they could mass produce soldiers, then why would they still...
I understand. If they could use replicas as cannon fodder, then why still risk human lives? That's what you're thinking, right?
I was trying to say it in a more diplomatic way.
It's okay. I won't take offense. Not over this. They'd probably say the reason is because replicas are simply too expensive. While a Silver Company soldier could change the game, it costs nearly as much as training a top-tier general and paying their fees and pension for their family. The real cost isn't in creating the mind or body, but in replicating the subject's unique physical abilities, mental aptitude, and reflexes. And what's even more costly is that, for reasons that were not fully understood when the research was halted, these unique qualities couldn't be fully replicated in mass production. As for the inferior ones,
like some kind of
they were deemed
degradation,
as
and then she copied.
disposable.
Yeah.
Ambi, that's not what I meant.
Yeah, I'm sure you didn't. But there's always someone who does mean that. There's always someone with an agenda, trying to use us. Maybe that's why Silver Company fell. I won't forgive those people. Any of them. However, the downfall itself isn't entirely a bad thing. With Silver Company gone, their evil technology was lost with it. Or so I thought. Until now.
Silver's revival. So you're saying someone has resurrected that technology? Soldier 11's abduction seems linked to this. I have to admit, your theory has some merit. But as far as I know, all the data from that time was erased. Could it be the Defense Force? Hold on. Something doesn't add up.
What are you thinking
Love how her eye colour changes, like depending on the mood and...
secretly revive this technology. They wouldn't need to take Soldier 11 at all. I know my squad mate. All it would take is an order from up top, and she'd put herself on the operating table without a peep.
Really?
Off the books.
So that's how she is now.
She's the model example of a loyal soldier. Isn't that how you remember Soldier 11?
No, I never knew a Soldier 11 in the past. Only...
How could this be happening? There shouldn't be so many ethereals here.
I recognize this formation. We once used it to battle ethereals.
What?
It's another legacy of Silver Company. Back then, we had a brilliant sister who excelled in strategy over combat. Let's handle this. The person we're after must be behind it. TWCA Type 3.
Is that the name of that formation?
Get behind me!
I've got something else.
Recalibrating.
Evade now.
I'll pierce right through.
Got too much Miyabi brain rot on.
Fire support. My bullets are one with the wind.
Okay, that looks cool though. That looks cool though, you know. I really do like the ults in this game as well, you know.
Got you covered. The melody of combat. Get behind me. Adjusting for
Her
wind.
animations look awesome, man. I'd want to get it just for the animations, you know what I mean? Like, they're fucking cool, man. I like every ability there, over-animated, rubberies, robotic eyes, and body movements are to show his emotions while with Trigger that just turned it into an LED light show. I love the rigging for this game in regards to animations. I've heard a lot of people complain about that. They're like, the game's just like, characters are just too rubbery. I'm like, nah, bro, man.
Not one for nostalgia.
I love it, I do.
I understand you more now. Target locked.
Eliminating target.
Quick shot. Adjusting for wind.
Warning.
Oh, I just walked right into that.
I'll take point.
Your timing's all over the place then.
Increase firepower. Ether vision activate.
Roger.
The target's weary.
Like strike animations as well when it's off-field are awesome. I can't help myself but get mesmerised by them.
Adjusting for wind.
Like, I love her animations.
Quick shot.
They're so slick. I know she's supposed to be off field, but like, I just want to keep her on field, like. I know they make him to be a bit of a character and all a bit much. I love it, I do. I love you. Like, he literally is like proper rubbery, isn't he?
That's the old Silver Squad uniform.
Is there anything to pick up in here before we bounce?
Let's give chase.
Man, I got too much Miyabi brain right here, man. We're back to using some other teams, I think. Inside a lab tucked away in a building somewhere.
As expected of Captain, her skills, they're still as sharp as ever. Truly remarkable. I feel honored just being her defect. Silver Squad can't be without its captain. Ouch. Give me some meds, eh? You're the worst of any defect! I know you can't talk, but is there something wrong with your nerves, too? Be gentle! Seriously, I have fewer and fewer parts of my original body, and yet I feel more.
Yeah, I think I do want to get Vivian. I think she looks cool, I do.
I'm curious why that is. But
Still need to try and get Trigger, though.
Such a complex question, would you? Because you're an idiot. Enough. Stop making that miserable noise. Now, about our
Yeah, it is quite early for Alters, isn't it? I must admit.
Alive, right?
Not against it, like, even though I didn't get Ambi. I'm not against it because I love Ambi, but yeah, it is quite early.
There you are. So, they call you Soldier 11 now, right? What a hideous name.
Look at the boobs,
But
bro.
looking at you now, you do have a pretty face. Pretty and pitiful. This face is the only thing we have left in common. A aside from that, I'm nothing like you. I've lost all my limbs. I'm no longer a complete member of Silver Squad. And I need a complete body for the experiment. Which is why I need you.
She's got Anakin Skywalker.
You're asking me what happened? But you should know what happened that day. It was the day you weren't there. Captain Anby traded herself for you. Even with her incredible strength, she could only save one of us. But why did it have to be you? Why not me? Why not Twiggy? Tell me why! They were all dead. Heaps and heaps of corpses crushing me. When they found me, my limbs were severely corrupted. I couldn't move.
You're crazy, girl.
I couldn't fight back. I used to be a soldier, ready to defend this city. But that day, I was... Hey, what do you think you're doing? You startled me. All right, fine. You're just here to remind me, right? They're here to pick up today's shipment. I'll go handle it. After that, I'll come back and tell you the rest of today's story.
Meanwhile, outside the lab, Ambi and Trigger press their ears against a frosty steel door, listening closely for any sounds inside.
It seems Soldier 11 is being held captive here. So what's the plan?
The plan?
Shh. Let's discuss it over there.
Oh, let's go discuss it. Where those guys are? Is that what we're doing? Ambi, what's the current plan? It's very simple. I don't even need a map to explain it. Infiltrate the place and rescue Soldier 11. Go on, I'm listening. That's it. That's the whole plan. Yup. Please provide support from outside. This is something I have to settle alone. If anyone can do it, it's me. Is this how Silver Squad always operates? I'm the captain, and so that's how it's always been. Always been done. However, back then, there was usually a backup plan. Twiggy was always in charge of the backup plans. Twiggy, if I'm not mistaken, she's the enemy we're facing now, right? I don't know why she's become like this. Her backup plans, what's her style? First, feign weakness before turning the tables with unorthodox tactics. For her, no cost is too great to regain the upper hand. That does sound like a proper backup plan. After all, it's a plan that would only be utilised when every other option has been exhausted. I'll keep in contact with you through the headset. Don't try to be a hero. And me. If anything happens to you, I'm reading like a robot. You won't be able to save Soldier 11 on your own, right? I understand, and I'll be careful. I was going to try to be supportive, but since you don't need it, never mind then. Amy sneaks into the lab through an unguarded air duct. The metal ducts are freezing cold, stinging her skin.
This place is cold.
I sense
reasonable crash at the moment, yeah?
It carries a strange scent, too.
Bitch, she's crazy.
Someone's entering. Are you hidden?
Don't worry. It's dark here, and the machines are pretty noisy. They won't detect me.
Soldier 11. Wakey, wakey. That's odd. I know I've taken quite a few samples from you and injected some meds, but you'll tough it out, won't you? Won't you? Do you enjoy being pampered? Because you're the youngest sister? Oh, that won't do. Get up and play with me. Good. That's my girl. Now,
come and play with us forever and ever.
Ah, yes. About how some kind scavengers found me without limbs. Such kind-hearted folks. They sold me. And unfortunately, my ignorant new owner couldn't see any use for a limbless worm like me. So I was sold off again. I was treated like merchandise on the black market. Sold alongside gangster stuff and modded bamboo.
Gangster
That's
stuff.
when I realized we Silver Company soldiers weren't any different from bamboo. Just made of flesh and blood. The only real distinction is we feel more pain. And that's when I met her. She bought me as a trophy girl. Cut me open and operated on me, checking my internal organs by hand. Anesthesia doesn't work on us. You know that, right? So it hurt. It hurt like hell.
Okay, kind of makes sense. She's a crazy bitch then.
Out of the blue, she smiled at me. Looking back now, I think she must have noticed something unusual about my body. She told me that she was once a military doctor, but was discharged, and now worked as a rogue doctor. She was familiar with everything about Silver Company, and was willing to help me. So, I underwent surgery and received mechanical prosthetics. Nothing too fancy. I don't think I'll ever use them for combat, but they serve their purpose, helping me stand and do calculations. My true value lies in my memory. You see, my brain is the only thing that has remained intact. Thus, I remember everything.
Only after the experience and stuff.
Our home and the time spent with our sisters. I remember that as long as we fought alongside our captain, we were considered the most powerful fighting force. I remember assisting in their research and using my own 2 hands to welcome new sisters into this world. That rogue doctor used her connections to get me some incomplete research data. Using my fragmented memories combined with that data, I was able to piece things together. And now, I've nearly revived the technology of Silver Company.
Okay.
Fortunately, I've remembered. I've survived and can recall our past. And now, reforming Silver Squad is my mission. Because this is my home. Our home. So, do you like my plan, Captain Anby?
When did you notice me?
My little puppy spotted you a while ago, and I instructed her to raise the alarm. You know, Captain, I'm actually glad you're here. I've been thinking that we
don't get in nasty helmets ratio.
Give her back, and then we'll talk.
If you want her, come get her yourself.
Amy rushes out to the lab and reunites with Trigger. Every time I hear Trigger, I just think of Only Fools and Horses.
I've got it. Up here, through.
Neutralize. Anyway.
Adjusting for wind.
Standing by.
And their animations are so clean. Oh man, no, it's not. My house kind of a...
Watch out.
Ether vision activate.
That's kind of teetering.
Choose the melody of combat. My bullets are one with the wind.
What does it all actually give us?
Keep on.
I need to get Trigger, man.
Ether vision activated.
Just lie down in the grenades.
That's the Captain Ambi I know. Cleaning your knives with the filthy blood of the
Oh, so you just removed the cooldown of the off-field suns and that, yeah? Okay. Nice one.
Don't give me that, idiot. Now you're worried about whose side I'm on? Our side, of course. I created you, so you never saw Captain Ambi in her prime. After everything I've been through,
So many Ambis, right?
But I still remember. So, have you ditched the uniform, Captain?
Twiggy.
I'd keep it as pajamas if I were you. It's nice to reminisce about the days of glory and agony, isn't it?
I never knew you were still alive, Twiggy.
Yeah, I was always the worst at fighting. But I survived. It's only natural for you not to expect that, Captain.
You're not as terrible a fighter as you think. Your sharp mind makes up for it.
Yes, you said something similar before. I'll never forget that. You persuaded them to keep me, and you encouraged me to acknowledge my true value. You're right. I am valuable. I understand that.
With a name like Twiggy, I'll be a villain.
Trash may perish easily, but not me. I'm
Every time I just hear Trigger, I just hear Dave.
precious even. There's always someone who sees value in me. Just like you did before. Sometimes I wonder if I were just an ordinary citizen in New Eridu and not part of Silver Squad, maybe I could have become a researcher at the White Star Institute, studying deep topics like 3 forms of etheric manifestation in specific.
Yeah, they definitely seem to have been leaning into a little bit more darker tones, don't they? Which I appreciate.
I might be sharp, but there are different.
I think they stand out a little bit more as well because this game's quite bubbly, isn't he? A lot of the time.
No street smarts, competing for profit, seeing through lies, and striving for a better life with limited resources. These I had to learn the hard way, year after year.
You've been through a lot. Is that why you're doing this now?
I don't need a reason. At least not one to convince you. The only person I've needed to convince is my backer.
You know better than anyone. Silver Company was an evil undertaking. That technology should never resurface.
Evil? Are you suggesting that you, I, and our sisters were all evil?
We are evil incarnate.
So, we should all just
trying to get that asbestos move.
Destroyed?
No, but we should not continue in our evil.
Oh, I see. That's very enlightening, Captain. We should be eating burgers, watching movies, working a job, and going on dates. Instead of being maimed, sold, tortured, and struggling to survive. You know I care for you, Captain Ambi. Whatever you do.
It's almost 3 a.m. in my place and I'm here watching you stream. Better get some sleep,
but
man.
that doesn't mean you can stand here and say these things so lightly to my face.
I feel you though. I was up late last night, man.
I am.
I got like 4 hours sleep.
You know where I live, what burgers I like, what movies I watch, and who I spend time with.
I've been stalking
Since
her.
you know, you're welcome to visit me anytime, Twiggy. I'm your captain. I'll personally deliver the punishment you deserve, and then seek redemption with you together.
Captain.
We can still make things right before you make a greater mistake. Fortunately, I found you before things got any worse. I have so much to tell you, but maybe another time. For now, we should...
The conversation is interrupted. Ambi is stunned to see a body tossed in front of her. It's Soldier 11. She's pale. There are still signs of life in her, and she's breathing faintly.
All right, I'm returning your favorite girl. Now we're even, Ambi.
Twiggy?
I said we're even. From now on, you can stop acting
I've got
like
a
a captain.
heavy back day tomorrow.
Save this foolish talk.
I'm gonna shred my lats. Twiggy kicks the... Oh.
Soldier 11! Wake up, Soldier 11! Ambi, she doesn't look good. We need to get out of this hollow ASAP.
I see how it is. Twiggy, I'll be back. I won't just abandon you.
You sicken me. Like I said, just save the foolish talk. I can't stand to hear that kind of mush from someone who looks exactly like me.
It's not mush. And I hope you'll get used to it. Let's go, Trigger.
Twiggy stands and watches as Ambi leaves.
Hey, go contact you-know-who.
Voldemort.
Ugh, cut the crap! You think I don't realize I shouldn't cut the middleman and contact the client directly? But look at the mess we're in! The junk she's brought won't fix this. Our best shot is exploiting Ambi's inner weakness. She's let go of her most lethal weapon, her daring and ruthless fighting style. Now she's like a hired gun with a family to feed, focused on surviving to get the paycheck. I can handle her if we exploit that. But I need to keep everything in check, or else all my efforts so far will have been...
I do love ZZZ's character design.
You've
I
been
really
diligent,
do.
little Twiggy.
Stop calling me that!
As you know, your research is crucial. You're just like me. We're here to foster hope. Our work is the only cause worth fighting for in this world. Of course, I understand. Sometimes, when hope is scarce, certain issues can only be resolved with sheer violence. The stuff I mentioned last time is ready. Send some of your people to retrieve it. It's not exactly new Eridu tech, so use it carefully.
This is ZZZ Trump. Ambi, are you okay? It's fine. I understand if you don't feel like talking right now. How is Soldier 11's condition? The answer will only make you feel worse. She still hasn't regained consciousness. As you requested, I left her at Random Play video store. The kind siblings working there are taking care of her as we speak. Does she need like a hospital? It's been so long, but the shop has barely changed. Now's not the time to be talking about that. You must be anxious to see her. Come with me. No, he just sent it to him. Ambi follows Trigger to the video store. It's gonna be great. Ambi, you're back. Looks like whatever you got mixed up in this time is pretty serious. Anything you want to know? Soldier 11, how is her condition? Stable, that's all I can say. Her body temperature, heart rate, and pulse rate are all remaining stable. Pulse are all remaining stable. Honestly, given her current state, that's actually quite abnormal. Moreover, she hasn't regained consciousness. Would you like to see her? That's kind of like these pillars. Ambi approaches Soldier 11 and softly calls out a name. Looks like it didn't work. Ambi lowers her hand sadly and prepares to leave.
What is...
Zenless has got some really good BGMs, dude. Some good music overall. Some of the boss music slaps. It really does.
You're awake. I've been worried about you, Soldier 11.
Soldier 11? Is that my name? It sounds odd and could easily get confused with another number like Soldier 161051. Only a fool would call herself that.
I can see you're doing much better now, but I won't let you talk about yourself like that.
Her memories seem jumbled. The injuries might be more serious than they appear. When a silver company
got the main character syndrome.
Wounded, their memories are often the first thing to fail. Even me, all those years ago, there was a time when I couldn't remember anything.
Is that so? Then what about your combat skills? Were they affected?
Would the defense force abandon her if she couldn't fight anymore? Well, I know we wouldn't do that. Proxy.
Yeah, having one more mouth to feed won't hurt. It's nothing compared to our monthly electricity bill.
Shut up, boys.
Plus, our little black cat needs another playmate. He's
I love
already
Belle.
getting bored of us.
You know how short-handed we are, right, Charon? Oops.
I love Belle, I do.
Trigger.
Charon?
There you go, trying to be funny again. Guess that's your unique charm, manager. Jokes aside, I can't vouch for the defense force, but I can promise that Obel Squad won't abandon her.
I see. Well, we know how resilient she is, so we're confident she'll bounce back.
It seems you and Soldier
You're
11
like
go way back,
crazy.
Anby.
Catching up on me today,
Could
not
you
having
share
much
more
sleep.
about her? And maybe how we can help her recover faster? We're here to help. Are you sure it won't be too much trouble for you?
Don't worry. Nicole's caused a lot more trouble for us. Besides, Soldier 11 is our friend too.
I see. In that case, what she needs now is nothing too out of the ordinary. Warmth, comfort, safety, and relaxation. Also, some familiar faces, as well as her favorite foods. Ah, right. I should get her some burgers for an energy boost.
I bet Wise
I'll be
loves
right
being
back.
Belle's sister, brother.
So fast,
You know, just
Anby.
perving on a mate all the
Burgers
time.
aren't exactly Soldier 11's favorite. Oh, they're not? What does she like then?
It seems Trigger already left to get it.
You'll probably find her near Waterfall Soup. By the way, General Chop is concerned about Soldier 11 as well. Be sure to let him know that she's improving.
Yeah, don't worry. She's in good hands with us here.
We could do a cheeky bit of gamba. Cheeky bit of gamba. I mean, we've got 7 days left, yeah. Okay, there's a week left. I love Belle, man. She's so cute. She's such a cool character.
I got Soldier 11's favorite spicy noodles from that enthusiastic chef. I couldn't see if the noodles look spicy, but just the steam from the chili peppers alone is making me cry.
So, spicy noodles is her thing. I had no idea.
Well, that's the Soldier 11 I know. She would come to 6th Street whenever she had free time. Maybe she feels more at home here than back in the barracks. She rarely talked about anything other than training, combat, and promotions. But when she did, she'd usually mention super spicy noodles, the video store owners, the arcade, and cats.
Did she ever talk about me?
You might not like the answer. Soldier 11 has never brought you up, but she seems fixated on a certain betrayal. Apparently, someone very important to her that she admired greatly vanished without a trace, leaving her to deal with that awful situation by herself. The person left without so much as an explanation. In the military, such actions are seen as desertion. And eventually, such deserters are marked as KIA by detached.
It's interesting to see how tightly these are connected now.
Does any of that ring a bell?
I have nothing to say. Even if she resents
I'm
me,
to name it the likes of
she has
croissant.
the right to do so.
That's pretty cold, even for me. May I suggest something?
I do like though how Zenlis keeps bringing characters back into the fold. You know, that they're reoccurring.
Trust me, don't.
It's one thing Wuthering Waves really
I have no excuses
missed the
for
ball
that.
on most of their content.
I lost my memory when I left the army. Once it returned, I wanted to contact Soldier 11, so I asked Nicole to check on her. Then I learned that she was doing well, that she had joined Obel Squad, and that she's an exemplary soldier who recently got promoted. She had a new captain and new comrades, so I felt her troubled past in Silver Squad might only weigh her down. I had no reason to show up again. Trigger.
What?
Tell me, if you were me, you would have made the same call, right?
If I were you... Yes, I might have.
That's what I thought. So, even if she hates me, I deserve it.
But I'm not you, Ambi. That's the point. If I were in your shoes, I would let Soldier 11 know she was never betrayed or abandoned. I'd let her know that her comrades would search to the ends of the earth for her, and that they'd never forget her.
Trigger, you're really amazing.
Yeah, exactly, Easy. I really appreciate it.
I'm really impressed. It must be nice to have you as
You know,
a
you have all
comrade.
this is what we was missing now, like this, where you have all these sort of connections
But
going
we
on
have
where the
more
characters are
pressing
building up
matters
their
to discuss
interpersonal
now.
relationships.
What are you planning
MC's
to do
just off
next?
at the freaking video
I'm
store
heading
looking
back
after
into
one of the other
hollow to put
characters,
an
you know
end
what I
to
mean?
everything with Twiggy. That evil tech must never resurface
It really
again.
brings
But before that,
the
I want
agents
to
to the
apologize
forefront.
to Soldier 11.
Apologize? But given the current state of her memory, she might not
Makes her
remember
feel a
it
lot more
afterward.
real and alive,
That's
like.
the idea.
Wait, really?
Yeah. That's the
I know
best
you think so,
choice
won't you, Eldon?
for my cowardly side.
Seems like it's really weighing on your mind. Alright, if there's anything I can do, just say the word.
In that case, I need you to prove something to me.
Prove something? Like what?
Prove that you can take
got
good
loads
care
of big
of Soldier
area.
11. That's the only way I can hand her over to her new comrades without worrying.
Alleviating all your worries might not be a good thing either. But I understand. I'll prove that I can take care of her. Now then, let's head back. After all, we don't want to show up with a bowl of soggy noodles for our patient.
Is that gone cold by now? Looks like I've been causing a lot of trouble for you. That's right, so we're bidding it all on the Cunning Heads account. No. Oh. As of right now, I am not Ambi of the Cunning Hairs. You walk, talk, and look like Ambi of the Cunning Hairs. So you must be Ambi of the Cunning Hairs. Whoa. How can we possibly keep teasing when you're making a face like that? Jeez, look at you. You're absolutely exhausted. What you need most right now is some sleep. How about it? Want to sleep on my bed? It's really soft, you know. It is objectively very soft. Ambi, I also think it's best if you go get some rest now. Tomorrow. Worry about tomorrow's problems tomorrow. That's what we do when we receive an enormous electric bill. Anyway, maybe you're not ready to sleep just yet. If you'd rather watch a movie to relax, I don't mind keeping you company. Any new arrivals worth watching recently? Wow, I didn't think you'd actually be up for it. Still, I'm just glad you have the energy. After all, I won't be able to finish what's coming next if I don't pull myself together. Oh, what is it? Is it a fight? Pretty much. It's a date. A date? Good night. So we got it then. Complete the Agent Story Echoes of Silver. Melee Clash. Silver Soldier 1 Melee Clash. So what can we get out of these? 100, 160, 190, 220, 250, 280. Let's go. I didn't see Soldier 11 or Trigger in the store. Do you know where they went? Though they didn't tell me where they were headed. They're probably out on a date together, right? A date? Why didn't they take me along with them? Why should they have to bring you along? Based on my experience, the optimal number of people for a date is no more than 2. Trigger wants to prove to me that she can take care of Soldier 11. I'm not present. How can she prove it to me? Maybe she just wants to go on a normal date and cheer Soldier 11 up. Not to mention, Soldier 11 really is one tough cookie. Didn't she get seriously injured? Is it really okay for her to be running around outside like this? Being able to use all their energy to prioritise stabilising vital signs, retaining maximum combat effectiveness, that is the most basic requirement of a qualified Silver Company soldier. And me. What? You do know that someday you'll have to tell us the whole story, right? Whether you want to involve us or not, Belle and I are part of this and we have the right to know. Can I refuse? I know that once I tell you the whole truth, you two definitely won't leave me alone. Just like a blockbuster movie, no matter how complete the original story is, they'll always find a way to make a terrible sequel. Based. I just don't want to see that sequel. Now that's a hard metaphor to follow, but there are some really good sequels out there too. True. Aliens, Terminator 2 Judgment Day, Like, what are the best sequels, actually? Chat, what are the best sequels in your opinion? I think probably two of the best sequels, like, ever for me are probably Aliens and Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Like, where I think they are better than the first one. They're not just, like, really good sequels, they're actually better. Enfield. Cinema. Let's not count our chickens just yet. But, yeah, I think Aliens, great film. Terminator 2, amazing. Like, both really good first films. The sequels just elevated them, in my opinion. Now, I know, obviously, Aliens is a little bit more action-orientated rather than the horror vibe of the original Alien. But, yeah, I love Aliens, I do. I'm just trying to think now. Sequels that are as good as, if not better than the original. I never really thought about it that much myself. If I'm honest with them two, just come straight to my mind. They're awesome. Like, Terminator 2 was my favourite film as a kid for age. You know what? You know the nuclear bomb scene in Terminator 2? That traumatised me as a kid, that did. Genuinely traumatised me. Because, like, obviously, growing up in the 90s, there was, like, I think because, like, I spent a lot of time looking at, like, World War II stuff and Cold War books and that. I think, like, I had this, like, innate fear that we was going to have World War III and there was going to be a nuclear apocalypse. And when I saw that happen in Terminator 2, I was like, oh my god, that's terrifying. I can't think any others off the top of my head. Yeah, I think the originals usually are the best, aren't they? Yeah, I can't think of any others, if I'm honest. Yeah, and sometimes the second film is terrible, but the third one turns out to be surprisingly great. We won't force you. We just hope you know that. We hope you know that you're never alone. Boys, he's right. Besides, isn't this exactly what friends are for? I remember the first time I met you, Ambi, and you were even more naive back then than you are now. But even then, I already had a feeling that we would become partners with a bond of trust and share moments that could never be replaced together. Yes, thank you for the reminder. Compared to who I was back then, I should have made some progress by now. Please help me contact Nicole and everyone at the Cunning Hairs, you two. Whoa, is your runaway saga finally over? I have something I want to say to them before it all ends. Hehe. Well? Boom, called it. Boys told you and Ambi to contact the Cunning Hairs today. Come on, time to cough up my 5,000 Denny's. You actually got it right, Belle. And then I was thinking it was premature to just go ahead and contact Nicole and the others like that. Are you two already contacted everyone at the Cunning Hairs before I asked? Nope, that was all Belle. Nicole, Billy, and Nekomata should have arrived at 6th Street by now. Belle and I still have to open up the shop. Do you mind if we don't go looking for them with you? I won't get lost. Thank you so much. Really, I am truly grateful. So that's what I just like about them, man. They are great MCs, you know. If this was Wuthering Waves now, Rover would be saving the day for everybody. Just get out the fucking way, I'll do it myself, you know? Yeah, that's a good one. Actually, Empire Strikes Back. Yeah, good one. Good call, actually. Good call. Yeah, that's a good call. Fairs. Saw 2, Harry Potter.
Nicole?
Well, look who decided to come back.
I'm sorry for leaving without saying anything. You can punish me however you see fit, Nicole.
What's the use in punishing you? If anything, I'd prefer some compensation. So, how do you plan to make it up to me? I'm waiting.
I'll give up my favorite burger. From now on, I'll eat noodles every day.
Hey, that's more like compensating General Chop than me.
That won't cut it, huh? Then I won't try to squeeze in between you and Nekomata when we watch movies.
Come on. Nekomata's usually the one who's squeezing in between you and me. Show me some sincerity here.
I see. Okay. I'll
She'll like
forfeit my paychecks from now on.
Oh?
Yes, and I'll persuade Billy to give up his pay too. Is that good enough for you?
Wait a sec. Are you trying to tarnish our reputation as an honest business? Forget it. You owe me big. I'll tell you what I need from you later.
Nicole.
Fine. Forget it. Just spare me that pitiful look. Listen, Ambi. It doesn't matter who you were or what mess you've gotten into. The cutting hairs doesn't need to be a burden to you. We don't need you to shield us, and we won't intrude when you need space. You're not the only one here with a troubled past. I just wish you'd trust me more. Otherwise, I feel like I'm a total failure.
Oh, yeah, dude. Flash a bit of cash towards Belle. She's down.
I shouldn't have run off on my own. Once this is over, I'll answer all your questions. No more hiding anything.
That's my good girl.
I mean, Nicole, sorry.
You're a
did I call her Belle then?
you know.
Did I call her, did I have to call Nicole Belle then?
By the way, I have a favor to ask you.
Oh, you finally need me?
Yeah. There's a woman who looks like me. She wears a Defense Force uniform and goggles. I think she should be pretty easy to spot. Can you help me locate her?
Piece of cake. On average, finding a cat takes us 3 hours, 14 minutes, and 8 seconds. Finding a person is way easier. I'll contact
I do
some of
like
my
Nicole
sources.
as well, though, I do.
I'll let you know as soon as I get any information.
I mean, this game's got a good cast of likeable characters, personally. Where's Billy at? Ambi, it's so good to finally see you. I was this close to mentally preparing myself to lose you. This close. I apologize for leaving without saying goodbye. I'm truly sorry. I won't let you lose me. Well, I'll do my best. How have you been lately? Nicole's been ranting about you every day. Actually, she's known that you've been crashing with the proxies this whole time. She just thought that busting in to take you away would defeat the purpose. So when you took the initiative to contact her, no matter how angry she seemed, deep down, she was probably really relieved. As for Nekomata, and don't be startled, she's been genuinely really worried about you. Nekomata was worried about me? You may not have been able to see, but our little Nekomata has been quite restless indeed. Even though we knew the proxies were taking care of you, we also knew you seemed to be mixed up in something heavy, and she understands better than almost anyone just how wrong the idea of just solving the problem with your own strength is. Just yesterday, Nekomata was muttering to herself, if only I had paid more attention to her. She cares about me? Yeah, she even has a gift for you. She said that she wants to give it to you once she sees you again. She has a gift for me? You look pretty shocked, to be honest, so am I. Really? I can't help but marvel at how amazing the friendships between girls can be. Maybe I should watch a few more flicks about girl bands or something like that. Alright, right. When you see Nekomata, make sure you don't tell her I said any of that. Otherwise, she'll definitely scratch up my paint job with her claws. Just like a ball of steel wool on a non-stick pan. Ambi, promise me. Please say that you'll promise me. Where's Nekomata down here? People seem to hate Nekomata as well. I don't get the hate, personally.
Who's there?
It's you!
It's been a while. I bet it must have been nice not having me around for a bit.
Yeah, definitely. It was pretty nice to not have to compete for space to lay in Nicole's lap for a change.
Humans have 2 legs, so 2 people can lay on their lap. At least, that's what I heard in a movie once.
That's our boring burger girl. You always sound cool when you're quoting movie lines. Alright, to help make you more interesting, Nekomata has a special gift for you. Here you go.
Some people don't like brats, I guess. See, I don't even like, well, I don't know, maybe. I don't even get like that strong vibe off her, I don't like. You know, she just like, she's got like that feline quality about her, obviously, doesn't she?
Oh, a doll. Is it supposed to be me? With this rough stitching, I'm guessing you sewed it yourself? This is too much, Nekomata.
It's probably because she's like over the top, right?
Nah, stop being dramatic. I got a doll making kit and was gonna make one that looks like Nicole. But
It's like, see, I'm not really into like furry type characters myself. But I don't know what, I think Zenless does it decently, kind of like how Enfield does it. It doesn't, and Art Knights does it. It doesn't feel weird for the most part, you know what I mean?
No, it's exactly like you. It's like your little twin. Go on, take it. Keep it with you all the time, and don't let it out of your sight.
You want me to carry it and never let it out of my sight?
Oh yeah, is it like Cole's got a new voice actor here?
Contraband inside it, did you? Are you trying to get PubSec to arrest me?
Just because I'm a street cat doesn't mean you should be prejudiced like that. There's no contraband in the doll. I swear on Nicole's lap.
All right, I'll trust you. Let me do something for you in return. How about some mackerel noodles?
Oh, Lady Nekomata appreciates your rare treat. But not now.
Not now? But the noodle shop is close by.
Once things settle and you're safe, you can treat me to those mackerel noodles.
The also man feels heavier in Ambi's hands. Ambi lowers her head as Nekomata grins. Ambi, I just received some information. The person you're looking for is at Lumia Square. There was another woman beside her, and the two were walking toward the riverside. I see. Nicole, thank you. Quick, tell me I'm the best. Nicole, you're the best. Good girl. Go have fun and remember to come home afterwards. Alright, I'm going to Lumina Square. Do you know one thing I really like what they do as well? You know, this sort of like comic book, manga sort of anime, like grey silhouettes. You're probably harder to see on screen there that you see in the background. Obviously, if you played the game, you know what I'm talking about. Of like the idea of like this kind of like way that they do crowds. I like that. I think it's a really cool aesthetic style. I do. You know? Like, obviously, as you get closer, they just fade out. Some of them do, and then some of them turn into, like, actual, real NPCs. I just think it's a really cool, interesting way to do it. It's very, like, it's very anime style. Yeah, I feel you, T. It can sometimes be like that. I've never really found it with Nekomata, though, to be fair. But yeah, I really like that, I do. It's a nice, yeah, definitely, yeah, easy, yeah. It's a nice artistic choice.
So, here you are.
Sorry, Ambi. I snuck out with her.
Are you feeling okay?
Maybe it's scissoring on the park.
Are you speaking to me? You seem familiar. Like I've seen you somewhere before. But I can't quite remember.
I'm Ambi. Does that
I'm
name
not gonna
ring
lie,
a
it's been
bell?
how long since I used Soldier 11 as well. I forgot how Soldier 11 plays.
No. I don't recall anyone named Ambi.
I used to use them two quite often as well.
Maybe we knew each other, but this person named Trigger told me that my memory's off right now. I'll get better. And maybe then I'll remember something about you.
I see. Where did you and Trigger go today?
We tried some food called noodles. They were this amazing, fiery red color. It was delicious. Then we pet some creatures called cats. They were different than I expected.
Man, she's forgot everything, yeah.
We went to an arcade, did some shopping, drank some tea milk, and even opened surprise boxes. Then we went to a dim, noisy place and watched a movie. I think that's what they called it. During
Well, she can even speak English.
someone took advantage of the dark environment to attempt a theft. Fortunately, I still remembered some basic combat skills, so I managed to subdue the thief and turn them over to public security. The public security office isn't far from here. After we wrapped up there, Trigger suggested we watch the sunset by the river.
What's that fluffy thing?
You sure know
Cat.
how to plan
Oh.
a date, Trigger.
How did I remember the word fluffy?
The video store manager taught me all this.
It's dim in
I'm
here.
just a good
What's
student.
this? Movie?
Anyway,
What's
I
movie?
think I did a good job.
Minnie, what's
Right,
dim?
Soldier 11?
Yes. I had a great time. Still, I can tell my body isn't really used to relaxing. I can always feel an urge to do some push-ups or some other exercise.
That's our model soldier for you. So, Anby, can you relax now? Soldier 11 is important to me.
Quite like Trigger, actually.
I don't want to lose another squad mate, so I promise to look after her.
Like when we very first saw her, like, you know, when like she was teased, I thought she was going to be like quite a hard-nosed character. She's not, is she?
I'll be there to vouch for everything you've done for her. And if you prefer to stay out of it, no pressure. I understand the weight of your history with Silver Company. It's like a heavy chain around you both.
I'll break that chain.
I have faith in you.
Thanks, Trigger. In that case, please keep this for me while I'm away.
What's this? A doll. It looks a little familiar.
It's very cute.
She's remembered the concept of cuteness. Understands malls, rivers, public security officers, forgets noodles and gas.
Right now, it's my most cherished possession.
Don't worry. If it means that much to you, we'll be sure to keep it safe.
Thanks.
It gets chilly by the river at night. Let's head back to the video store and get something warm to wear.
Yeah, I bet Wisey's loving life, yeah. I bet Wisey's loving life, man. All these hot chicks just coming back to his sister's gaff all the time. He's just like, fucking yeah. Starting to head back now. Be sure not to catch a cold. Yeah, let's head back to 6th Street. You're finally back. Ambi, looks like you all had a great time. Have you had dinner yet? If not, I still have some leftover carrot chips here. You can have as many as you want. Yeah, like, I think as well, one thing, which is like, one, a lot of the time, it's just tropey and not good tropes. Because like, tropes can be good. You know, cliches and tropes can be good if they're done well, can't they? One, a lot of the time, it's not usually done well. But two, like, I get frustrated when stories have it's really just a small plot point to carry something on quickly, and then all of a sudden, oh, the memory's back kind of thing, like, you know what I mean? So, okay, you've done that a bit smarter, I guess, really, you know? I already ate. I had 2 hamburgers. Really? Want eating 2 burgers before bed make you gain weight? No, I'll burn it all off overnight. If you want to drag someone to join you for a night run, hey, Wise, he'll be totally psyched for it. Dude, you know one thing I do love about in the video store? I love all of the artwork on the videos and stuff though. They're so fucking gorgeous. You know, like, I love the environmental design in this game as well. And me, you're back. Trigger and Soldier 11 are getting ready to call it a night. If there's nothing else you need to do, you should probably turn in early today too. Okay, thank you, boys. Thank you and Belle for all you've done for the Cunning Hares and me. I actually have a place I can stay other than the Cunning Hares. This is a miracle that the Ambi of the past would never have dared to imagine. Ambi, what prompted you to say all of this? Did you watch some kind of weird movie today? I just suddenly felt like saying it. Sounds fishy to me. Not at all. Good night, boys. Right, get out of the way.
I remember you from earlier today. Amba to Zinnia.
It's Anby. Just Anby.
Sorry. It seems my memory still hasn't recovered yet. It's frustrating not knowing what I've forgotten.
I can help with that.
You can help?
She got amnesia or dementia.
I can tell you what you've forgotten, Harin.
Harin. Is that my name?
It was your name before you were Soldier 11. The name I knew you by. Back then, we used to find nice-sounding words to call each other. The higher-ups were aware, but didn't intervene.
I don't like that name.
This is just a side story.
Too weak for me.
Yes, you've said the same thing before.
Just a little companion story, like.
What exactly is the Silver Squad? And who decides who's qualified or not? There's a lot I don't understand. If it's connected to my past, then please
I actually
tell
quite like
me everything.
the main story in this game. I like a lot of the stories in this game, to be fair.
Just allow me to do one thing.
This one's alright.
One thing? What's that?
allow me to...
I think, like, even in some of, you know, like the weaker
apologize
storytelling parts
to
in
you.
Zenless, I think the characters carry for me. You know what I mean? I think the characters
There
and the
were many
VAs do a lot
things
of the
I
heavy
didn't
lifting
understand
sometimes.
then, and still don't understand even now. All I know is that we were used as pawns in a power struggle within the army. And in the end, they chose to keep only one replica.
And that was you, Anna? As you said, you were considered the top performer.
I'm not Anna. That's someone else. But yes, I was selected. They devised an operation. A suicide mission. No one was expected to return alive. My name wasn't on the list for deployment. But the night before, you went too hard in training and got injured. So I took your place.
Did you survive the mission?
Take a guess. I saw my squad mates buried in the rubble.
Not only she got bad memory, she's become retarded as well.
All a little foggy, even to this day. I'm not sure how I survived, or how I was able to stand before the senior officers.
How could they issue such a ruthless order? Sending their own soldiers to die? We're living, breathing human beings.
That's the point, Harin. Are we humans? I assume you can also issue combat orders now. When you send a squad of explosive bamboo into the enemy base, do you consider their well-being?
But Bangbu aren't humans. I don't have to consider that.
That's what they said too. Replicas aren't humans.
The thing that's kind of creepy with the Bangoos, like
ordered
Eos seems
Silver
like he's
Squad to their
self-aware,
deaths.
then we take control of him as well,
You're still
don't
a
we? It's like, it's
survivor.
kind of creepy.
They ordered me to execute you.
Did you go through with it?
What do you think?
It appears you didn't. But if it were me...
Would you have followed their orders?
Yeah,
no.
she didn't die, did she?
I would have
In the-
executed the
So
officers
they said
who
at the end
issued
there was
that
like
suicide
fix her up
mission.
and I can't remember the
So
exact
what
wording.
did you do?
I fled. I offered to exchange my life for yours. And then fled. I didn't trust them. So disappearing seemed like the only feasible option.
That was it. That was it. That's it. That was it. They disposed of it, didn't they? And that's when
harm
Nicole
you
found her. Yeah. I
because
remember
you were
now.
their only
I remember now.
asset. Seems like I made the right call. At least I got to see you again. I've had a good life, but it took me a long time to figure out who to hate. If I were to hate everyone who hurt us, that would be too much. I couldn't live carrying so much hatred. It's impossible. And Nicole told me that...
Yeah, I think this is one of them stories where, like, you don't need to think too deep. I think it's more just as an excuse to try and interconnect these characters a little bit and bring them closer together. Which I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Because, like, it's something that I've been begging for in Wuthering Waves. I want this sort of stuff happening in WoW.
This is referred to as an ethical dilemma. Life shouldn't be engineered. Only then did it dawn on me that many people were already aware of this issue. There are a lot of smart people out there. So, I'm sorry, Harin.
Why apologize? According to everything you just told me, you didn't do anything wrong. I'm crying. Why am I crying?
It's all my fault. I was the captain of our squad and responsible for everyone, but I let you all down. I wasn't wise or strong enough, and I was a coward. If I weren't a coward, I wouldn't have waited until this moment to apologize. I'm only willing to share this now because I know you'll forget everything soon.
Forget everything? But that's impossible. Why?
Silver Squad soldiers
She's
who were
already forgot that she
critically injured
forgot.
had their recent memories wiped within 24 hours. Yours is about to reset.
Oh, okay.
I can't keep avoiding this, Harin. I have to face our old squad mate. I don't know what other cards she has up her sleeves, and I can't guarantee anything. I can only try my best. I might survive, but if the worst comes to pass, I don't want you to bear the weight of my death. So, just forget this conversation, and have a good night's sleep.
No, Ambi. You're being selfish. I don't accept your apology. I don't!
It's almost midnight.
Ambi.
Make closes her eyes and her forehead touches Soldier 11's. Soldier 11's fingers tighten their grip on Ambi, digging into her skin. Suddenly, Soldier 11 grip looses. Her expression turns blank.
What is this place? What am I doing here? Who am I?
Your name is Soldier 11. Good night.
So she just, like, got it off her chest. You know. Yeah, I'll just forget anyway, so, you know, I feel better now. But, you know, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I feel so much better. Okay. All right.
Sorry. I must have been talking too loud just now and woke you up.
Ambi, what are you planning to do?
What do you mean?
Come on, don't hold out on us. Are you sneaking out on some super dangerous business?
There's actually something I need to take care of. No need to worry about me. I'll be fine.
Don't try playing cute with us. Didn't I tell you before? We have a right to know about whatever it is you're involved with this time.
Plus, Ambi, if you've really been working on yourself like you said, then you should learn how to ask for help. This thing you're facing.
Like now, with that memory reset, that's it, yeah.
Right?
So, like, her memory won't reset now. She'll start to, like,
it's still my responsibility.
I guess, be able to,
alone.
well, I suppose it's almost like she's going to start again, yeah, because it's like she's totally forgot everything, yeah.
Oh.
But
surely we should give her some, like, proper closure.
And even if they win, they'll end up losing their home, their pet cat, their daughter, or their lover. I don't want to lose anything, or anyone important to me, Proxy. So, please, help me. Take me back in that hollow, and help me smash up that weird lab, so I can get some closure with my former family.
Wise and I have been waiting for you to say that.
Is that your strategy then? Getting us to help you out for free?
You don't have to do it for free. Just tack it on to the Cunning Hair's tab. I'll be back to settle the bill once this is all over. But right now, I've got some place to be.
Don't go running off into any hollows alone, you hear?
I won't. Don't worry. I want you to be the first one, Proxy.
Yeah, somebody who's a fan of Soldier 11 and Ambi. I like the fact that obviously we've got some, like, you know, again, I've been asking for this a lot, like in Wuthering Waves, these interpersonal relationship stories. I'm not a fan of how they've gone about this one, though, particularly, if I'm honest. If it's, like, almost all for note, like, you know what I mean? Like, obviously, Ambi's got, like, you know, she's been able to process things, get her closure, and kind of, like, tie everything up to push forward with her life. But, like, Soldier 11's kind of just been, like, cabbaged and left to just be still, you know, trying to solve all her problems, while Ambi has some of the answers for her, or a lot of the answers for her as well, like. The Cunning Hair's temporary base.
Long time no see. Replica number 0. Silver Squad. Captain.
I do like these panels. Man, she does look good in that fucking outfit though, bro. You know, she does look good in that outfit. Looks so fucking good. Okay, let's see. I did do this, but I forgot. When they apply Silver Star mark, charges attacks at the enemy, get Silver Star. For every 1/3 of a charge, the enemy receives 1 stack of White Thunder. Yeah. When the enemy has White Thunder, press the skill to activate, quickly dash forward, slash it through the enemies and dealing multiple electric damage. When the move hits an enemy, it will consume 1 stack of White Thunder to trigger additional electric damage, which is considered aftershock damage. Okay, so 3 stacks, skill, enough energy, hold the skill, activate, combines twin swords and throws them forward for a high speed slash, dealing massive electro damage. When the skill hits an enemy, it will fully charge Silver Star. When When the additional damage from White Thunder triggers 3 times the same energy, a Thunderbolt will strike at the enemy location, dealing electric damage. It's considered aftershock damage. Okay.
So, this is what you were like back in your Silver Squad days, Ambi?
Jess is like an altar.
I never thought I'd be back. Our fighting styles can make good change. Old memories are coming back with this uniform. It's intimidating like this. I knew you was so reliable, Andy. The past me was reliable.
Man, we should have got her, you know. I really do. We should have got her.
True. The enemy's past. Be careful. Orders received. No need to be so formal. Is this the lab that needs to be destroyed?
I must admit, I am like a fan of the fast animation characters. I am.
I never expected to one day be the one guiding you, Proxy.
I'm heartbroken, Ambi. Here I was, thinking this was a family matter between sisters. But you've gone and brought in outside help.
You're no match for me, whether I bring help or not. Twiggy, Silver Squad is gone. You will never be able to rebuild it. We both know how difficult it is to create a Silver Soldier capable of engaging in combat
I lost.
operations.
She was the first 50-50. I lost in a while, man.
Didn't need to.
Didn't need to. What?
There's one thing you're wrong about. I've already done it. I've achieved the conditions for rebuilding my very own Silver Squad.
She got an alarm, eh?
So weird. These Ambis. No, these people. None of them seem to have any fighting abilities.
Weird. These people don't look like soldiers to me.
Twiggy, what have you done?
What do you think I've done? I've done something that can stop my organs from being harvested. That can put me in touch with the big shots at Tops. That can help fund my research.
No, it was this character I'm using here. I lost my 50-50 on her.
No, that's impossible.
And because I ain't been playing much recently, I didn't get a chance to
selling their organs.
try and go on the guarantee.
You created all these sisters of ours.
Oh, wow.
Just to harvest them like animals?
Okay, that's kind of fucked up.
I just used them to exchange for a few necessary resources to reform Silver Squad. I needed a family, really. That's all. You said it yourself. These sisters of ours, right? We are sisters. And we are family. So if we're family, why don't you feel the same pain as me? It's a real shame, you know. Neither Harry nor I were perfect enough. No matter how hard I try, all I can make are defects. Good for nothing but a supply of organs. But it's not like there hasn't been any progress. I haven't even told anyone about this yet. But just earlier, I managed to make some improvements to the technology which will stabilize control of the cloning process. Once that's in place, the cost of producing a competent soldier will be at an all-time low. We'll have achieved just what the initial project report said. The magic of producing an army out of sugar and air. Ambi.
Sugar and spice and all things nice.
Abby, as things stand, there's still a chance for us to work together.
Just need some chemical X, yeah.
Are the final piece of the puzzle.
And Miss
We can
Chemical
produce
X.
a steady supply of true soldiers, so long as you cooperate. We'll keep everything under wraps until we build a huge army of our own. Just think.
I still love the Powerpuff Girls, you know.
Nobody would ever dare humiliate us again. Our Silver Squad could crush New Eridu to smithereens. And you would be its commander. And me, I'm fine with whatever. Put me to death if you like. I deserve it for killing all those sisters of ours. Whatever you want.
She has lost it, you know.
Captain, do you want to come home?
This is not my home. I feel disgusted. I'm sorry, Twiggy. But now I wish you had died back in the Hollow.
I know. I feel the same way about myself. Disgusted. Get out of here!
A vial of medicine appears in Twiggy's hand and she injects half the liquid into her arm. Girl A suddenly snatches the needle away and injects the remaining liquid into her own arm.
What are you doing, idiot? You absolute idiot! Are you insane? You're just a defect. Your body won't be able to handle it. You'll make everyone...
I want to protect you. Protect all of you.
Is that the one with the mask I'm talking, yeah?
Thank you for letting me be born. I will never let you be lonely.
So she's found her voice, yeah? Strange scene transpires. The helpless replicas are torn apart and absorbed by two massive, monstrous shadows. Moments later, a familiar figure appears before these terrifying enemies. Turn into an ethereal. Oh shit.
Why did you come?
I haven't forgotten the art of combat.
Wait, does she remember though?
Silver Company formation. TWAN Anti-Ethereal Mark II. The current you feels really familiar.
I never expected to be able to face you like this.
Oh, it's been a while since I used Soldier 11.
Soldier 11, formation.
I forgot her keeping together. Oh shit, oh my god, there's 11 flags.
Show no mercy, even if our opponent is Twiggy. For 11, formation.
That's my line.
Loyalty.
Warning!
And I've got me Abby brain, I have, I'm telling you.
least. You shouldn't miss it too often. Ready.
Don't push yourself. Understood?
Affirmative. Why did I subconsciously...
Flames, obey me!
I'm tanking the boys. Base tanking the boys. Oh, I did it again. Fucking let that one get me off. Got this. Oh, I think I remembered Soldier 11's kick now. Is he just with my actual attack animations now? No. Is just my actual attack animations? That's the Thanatos and Hollows. The ZZZ devs heard the complaints about the Thanatos enemy type and decided to make them worse. The Hollows are like the anomalies that have spread up
Silver Squad
over the city. Like, it's, I don't know how to exactly describe them. There was an event that happened. How long ago was it when the event happened where all the Hollows popped up? You know, when like massive areas of the was it like a global thing as well, that, or was it just a local thing? So you got these areas that are swallowed up, and it corrupts everything within it, doesn't it? And people who have low resistance to corruption can become like these ethereals inside there as well.
You look so intimidating, like this new you is so reliable, Andy.
That's what was linked to. That's what's linked to.
Reliable too. True.
Yeah, that's the punishment. Sucking.
The enemy's tough. Be careful.
Oh, is that what it was? Yeah. Okay.
Orders received.
No need to be so formal. Is this the rod that needs to be destroyed?
I never expected to one day be the one guiding you.
That's it. That's it. The aptitude. That's it.
Ambi, here I was thinking this was a family matter between sisters.
You. Feels really familiar.
I never expected to be able to face you like this.
Target acquired.
Show no mercy, even if our opponent is pretty. I won't back down.
That's my line.
Don't push yourself. Understood?
Affirmative. Why did I subconsciously...
What was that about Twitch, sorry, did you say? No. I was just responding to Fatless. I was responding to Fatless when he was on about the aptitude, basic extruding the hollows. Yeah, I don't think there's anybody in Twitch. Twitch dead up tonight, dead up. It's not my time to use the stream, is it? So, nah. I was responding to Fatless.
Solid strategy.
Oh shit. You're taking a beating on this, I am. Telling you, man, it's too much Miyabi.
At least, you shouldn't miss it too often.
Watch out. Stay safe.
Prepare to burn!
Execute. Switching positions. The final blow.
Center's ready. I won't let you have it.
No holding back. Get ready.
You get used to things not being able to fight back for real. It's like, it's just even just like running their the typical Miyabi Evelyn fight as well. I'm so used to their kit at the minute. Like when I've been playing the game recently, that's all I've been running. But like, one, it's easy mode, and two, I've just totally forgot everybody else's kit at the minute. Probably apart from like Jane Dolls.
Did I?
And maybe what's her face? The blue girl.
I told you, I'm not good at fighting. But as long as Captain's here, I'll be okay. Right?
Yeah, we Soldier 11 now. It's been so long since I used Soldier 11. Is it just the timing of her hits on her animation to follow through on her next attacks to like get the best out of her kit now, if I remember right? I can't remember. It's more like just an animation timing thing with her.
You. What are you doing here? Aren't you supposed to be with Trigger?
Trigger was the one who covered for me, so I could come here. She's probably still dealing with the enemies that we met on the way here.
You shouldn't be here. You weren't supposed to remember anything.
Ambi.
A small visual cues when she finishes the basics to tip you off. Yeah.
You're a
I thought it was. It was starting to come back to me then, but I wasn't quite sure.
Still be completely in the dark if it weren't for that funny-looking doll.
Huh? You mean there's something wrong with the doll that Nekomata gave me?
There was a camera stuffed inside its head. It recorded your whole confession to me before its battery died. I didn't understand everything, but I knew enough to take action. Seeing as we're sisters, I couldn't let you take this risk alone.
I used quite a bit at the start of the game as well. Totally forgot how to fucking use it.
I knew that you didn't betray us. I liked that feeling. It was enough to help me believe in many things again.
Proxy, her condition is extremely unstable. Please, get her out of here as fast as you can.
Got it. Whatever happens next is something you have to do by yourself. Right, Ambi?
Deathly silence.
This tech has to be destroyed. Thank you for letting me be born.
Ambi, what's on your mind?
Proxy, you're still here?
Don't worry. Soldier 11 is safe with Trigger. You can trust her. Now that things are settled, Mobile Squad can take over from here.
Really? That's great.
So what's the proxy spec? Well, at the moment, they're just really good with computers, but we've kind of seen some stuff that shows that maybe they're a little bit more than that.
I thought I'd made up my mind to never let this kind of evil happen again.
You're the captain of Silver Squad, Ambi. The way I see it, you've made the right decision here. The Ambi I know would never compromise on her resolve just because of what someone else said.
You're right.
Yeah, the bit with Bringy, you got to see their eyes like
what would I do without you? Thanks, Proxy.
That's a decision that only you can make, Ambi.
And obviously, like, there's something big that happened with their teacher and stuff in the past that's got to be make them kind of like have some sort of ability. As I say, I just hope if they do bring something like that, they're just non-combatants, that they can somehow, like, you know, change like something in the squad. In terms of like a buff or something like, or like a passive maybe. Ambi, welcome back. The Cunning Hairs are back here to pick you up. And Trigger hasn't left yet either. I think they all want to talk to you and make sure that you're safe and sound. You want to chat with them first? Okay, I guess so. Let's be quick. Why is no one waiting for you right here? I don't actually need to talk to them, do I? Yeah, I'll leave you. I'll skip it. I'll skip it. I'll skip it. Ambi, you really do move fast. I'm so happy seeing you smile again, especially considering everything that's happened. Because I've already made a choice I won't regret, I think. We can rest easy for now. Proxy and Weiss. I know just expressing my gratitude with words alone is not enough. I hope that someday I get a chance to help you too. And then I'll give it my best, just like today. Wow, now that's something we can look forward to. We'll remember it. Next time we find ourselves in a sticky situation, we'll commandeer Ambi of the Cunning Hairs with extreme prejudice. Please be sure to do so. I will be standing by at all times awaiting your summons. After it seems as though a long time has passed before. Yeah, I need to have a little run through some of the characters again on this, actually. I didn't realise, because of my Gacha tourism recently, how much I'd forgot, man. I think especially playing Black Beacon recently has raised a lot of shit for me. Well, guess who I just ran into on the streets? Me? Your doppelganger. Now, that would be quite interesting. Pity that wasn't the case this time. I actually ran into Ambi and Trigger eating burgers together. They're really close. I thought so too, so I went over to say hi and catch up with them. What did you talk about? It might be faster if you just ask them directly. What the fuck are you telling me for then, bro? They were asking me why they hadn't seen you around yet. They're right by 141 right now. Do you want to go talk with them? We've got to do some dumb busy work now, have we?
Oh, fried chicken burgers are classic for a reason.
Soldier 11's going to grill me about eating junk food again if I go back smelling like burgers.
Burgers don't have a smell. Even if they did, it would dissipate quickly, and she'd never know.
No, there's a smell, right?
The scent of burgers definitely lingers, especially when it's a fried chicken burger.
That's not true. Proxy, when did you get here?
I just got here. I heard you mention Soldier 11. Is she doing better? After all, the last time I saw her, she was in pretty rough shape.
Thanks. Soldier 11 would be really happy to know that you care so much about her. She's made a full recovery. She's completely regained the same training intensity as before her injury. At least with her body, I mean.
So her body's recovered, but her memory is still affected?
Not quite. I asked Ambi out today to chat with her about what's going on with Soldier 11. Her memory has basically reverted to how it was before the injury. She might occasionally get someone's name wrong, but she doesn't mistake her own identity.
So she's got a memory back, but it's prior to what?
Through to the next day.
Prior to what happened. So basically, she's just had like
It's still too early to say.
a system recovery.
She seems to have completely blanked out what happened during the incident, including the time she spent with you, Anby.
Like
Wow.
I said, that's great.
You still feel the same way now? She still believes that she was betrayed and abandoned. She still hates that traitor Anby.
That's wonderful.
Wonderful.
Hadian's a way stronger person than me. Strong enough to keep living with hatred. That's powerful. I don't know what to say. All I know for sure is the target of her hatred is me. And that's good.
What?
We won't be meeting again. So, I won't get killed by her, or vice versa.
Why?
But once she
This
turns
not
her
only
hatred
like
towards
does a
something
disservice to Soldier 11,
or
but this kind
someone
of does a
else,
massive disservice to Ambi as well.
get dangerous. Hadian is
You know, like the old
pure.
saying that
She's
hatred is
an
like holding
unalloyed
onto a hot
metal
rock
that
with the
combusts
intention of
even
throwing
in
at somebody
water.
when you see them. You know, it only ends up
last thing
hurting
I
you.
ever want
Like
to
you're
see
just
is
putting
her
Soldier
getting
11,
hurt
somebody you cared
by her own
about,
flames.
in a position of like
I didn't realize you put that much
angst and
thought into
anger
it.
I was just
and
thinking about
you
it while
know,
watching
this
some
idea of
similar movies
revenge
lately.
and like why would you
There are
want?
movies like that?
Yeah. Wanna watch it with me next time, Trigger? We can watch it at the video store.
Why would you want to leave her in that position? Why not like? Like S7 says, Ambi's a coward. Doesn't feel very fitting for a character, if you ask me.
For sure. Drop by anytime.
Thank you, manager. You're very kind.
Like,
Even
I know
thought
she's
some people
always
are
willing
nice
to
me
take
like
things
this.
on her shoulder, but not
I
at the
think you're
expense
really
of
kind too,
others.
Trigger. So, are you all still down for burgers? It's on me today. Come on. You can get whatever you like.
I feel like it'd be a much better story for them to, like, reconcile and make up and the connection to be there, unless it's something they're going to hold off for a later date. Belle, should we go home if you're done chatting? Let's go, leave story. I'll be like, bro, what? That's kind of fucked up, you know? Like, come on, you know? You felt better getting it off your chest to tell her. But now you're just like, she's forgot again. Sweet. I got to get it off my chest, but she didn't have to remember. You know? Right, yeah, she even said she feels better knowing the truth. Like, you know, she'd want to know the truth. Well, she said she wanted to know the truth. Like, it's got to be something that they do later, which I don't know why they would do that. That was a perfect opportunity to tie it all up there, if I'm honest. I like the fact that the characters, like, obviously, like I say, I do really like how Zenless, like, keeps bringing characters back up. You know, I really do like that. And I appreciated it here. You know, reoccurring characters again, doing stuff together. But it was done in such a haphazard kind of like, or, well, not even a forced way. Like, it wasn't forced, but then they made it seem forced because they're just like, you know, they wrapped the present, they went to tie it in a bow, and they went, nah, fuck it. Chucked all the wrapping off and dashed the present in the corner. That's what it felt like, anyway. Like, especially when she came back at the end. I was like, oh, she's remembered? This is awesome then. They're gonna, you know, and then they do that. Doesn't make sense. Alright, so we got the what's-its now, yeah. We can do these, yeah. Gamba! Gamba! Bro, I think I'm gonna have to go hard pity on the guarantee as well, yeah. Fuck my life. This is the hardest I've had to go into any pools in this game for a long time. I usually get characters in 10, 20 pools in this game. All my luck's evaporated in all the gacha games, chat. It's gone. Like, Zenless was the one game where I was getting banging luck. You know, it was good times, man. I remember them times. It was good times. Yeah, like it really does Ambi a disservice because I really like Ambi. And like the vibe that Ambi's always given off for me is like this shy, reserved character that's a badass, but when she's with the cunning hair, she always seems like she's willing to fall on the sword just to make somebody else's life easier. But now, like, she's gone to the point of being like, oh, I'm willing to let somebody I really care about hate me, even though they don't need to if I just tell them the truth. So, like, I lost my 50-50 on Ambi at about, I don't know how many pulls it was. It was quite deep into pity. And now we're 27 pulls left. So this is the deepest I've gone for a hot minute. This is. It really is. Some bamboo pulls. Kind of tempted, chat. I'm kind of tempted. I do need to get back on this as well and start playing with some other characters, man. I've been playing too much Miyabi for too long to maybe realise that as just I've got so many
Eradicate all evil. Good day.
so many kits. I need to build it up actually though.
To what do I owe the pleasure?
I need to get Pulchra built up as well because she seems kind of fun, yeah. Yes, yeah, I used to use Soldier 11 quite a lot actually in Ambi. Switched to running Jane Doll for a while, Ellen as well. Then recently I've just been bashing Miyabi, and then I've got brain rot from me. So we need to switch it up, man. Start playing some other teams. Is Wise outside or was he inside? Shit, I've gone straight past him. Yeah. Have I? Where the fuck is he? Is he inside? Yeah, he's inside. Video saw just received a reservation. Seems to be a big client. They've even paid a large deposit up front. Take reservations now. Something in the new software promotion under Nicole's recommendation. Big client's reservation just 5 minutes. This point of reservation, maybe it's for making a payment in advance. Anyway, let's welcome the customer first. We're counting on them for this month's electricity bill. Alright, we won't do that just yet. We won't do that just yet because it is it's like 10 o'clock. I'm not going to stay up too late tonight, man. I was planning to play some Black Beacon, but I'm knackered, man. I got like 4 hours, 5 hours sleep last night, and I've got a heavy back day tomorrow. So I'm going to be absolutely shagged, and then I've got a second gym session tomorrow night, so I need to try and get an early night tonight. We'll be back on Arc nights tomorrow though, guys. We will be back on Arc nights. I mean, tomorrow daytime, yeah. Tomorrow daytime. I think the reason is that Ambi wants S11's anger to be directed to her because she's worried how S11 would act if she started pointing it elsewhere. I feel like if she resolved it, wouldn't a lot of that anger be gone? Because her anger's born from the idea that she was betrayed, right? Yeah, I've just been enjoying the Evelyn Miyabi watch. See, I think I might that's kind of where I want to get Trigger. I wanted to try and see how Evelyn Trigger and I don't know who to run actually. Thinking Evelyn, Trigger, and maybe somebody else. Try that team out, and then because I do kind of want to build a team around Trigger, play with that for a little bit, if I'm honest. Living with hate sucks, right? Yeah, it feels like a really horrible thing to leave on somebody you care about. You know, I don't think I'd want to ever somebody I cared about leave them believing something that wasn't true about me. Just saying, well, they're never going to find me anyway, so it's all right. I'll leave them feeling shit all the time. You know, it's like, I don't know, it's like splitting up with a partner who you really cared about, but leaving them to believe that you did terrible things like behind the back, even though you didn't, but being like, well, you know, it'll give them drive. It's gonna give them trauma, you know? Eve Trigger Yao could be pretty silly. Yeah, I think I might just, have Yao like as again along with Miyabi as well. Start running some more like more teams that are a bit more of a challenge. Because like I say, that boss there wasn't hard, but because I've been playing Miyabi too much recently, this isn't really a hard game. It has some little challenges here and there, and I do like the combat in this game. And but yeah, playing Miyabi a bit recently has made it so like coming to that then I was like, damn, I'm struggling a bit here because I'm having to actually play the game, and I've totally forgot how both of these characters' kits work. So yeah, I'm gonna switch it up actually. I'm gonna build out some of my other characters as well. Yeah, I do like playing as Evelyn as well. Once I started using Evelyn and Miyabi together, it was so much fucking fun. I was like, dude, I'm hooked on this. But it's not good because it's such a powerful combo, like you say. Miyabi alone steamrolls shit, so it's not a great thing to do, to be fair. So I do need to switch it up a little bit, like you say. Maybe keep it for some endgame content and when shit hits the fan kind of stuff. Excuse me. Cunning rigging, trigger, Haramasa, and actually it's a lot of fun. I need to
eradicate all evil.
I need to level up my guy. When I've used him in some of the stuff where you get to use him in any kind of trial stuff, it does feel fun to play actually. It might be a good shot. Might be a good shot actually. I might get back to and build a squad around Nicole again as well. I need to do some farming. And like in Caesar, trigger Caesar. I ain't got Caesar. Sambi trigger Caesar. Yeah, I think I got what you meant. I ain't got Caesar. Caesar and what's his fucking face?
Eradicate all evil.
What's his name now? I forgot his name. Lighter. Let's see.
Officer 148.
I wish I'd have got Jian as well.
Let me finish my.
I am the Eye of Obel.
Yeah, I would like to get Trigger. Definitely would like to get Trigger and switch up my what's it. I might do some I might actually do some like maybe like go back and do some old school, maybe run like an Ellen Pulcra kind of I'm doing Billy up again as well actually. Get Billy up to scratch. My account's looking a little bit shambolic at the moment. We need to start doing some horizontal investment, I think. Usually Caesar Bernice Piper. Who's a pretty boy under Ambi.
This is the path I follow.
How can I
you want about what's he? You about what standard Ambi?
If you need help, call me anytime.
Seth. I thought you was on about the true pretty boy of the game. I thought he was on about the true pretty boy of the game, Ben Bigger.
A mission?
Yeah, Seth.
Take me along.
I ain't really got him built up
call
either.
me anytime.
Rookies love to use it on Aftershock team if you don't have an M6. I like him as a character though, I do. I quite like him as a character. Yeah. Alright then chat, I'm going to call it there. I'm going to get an early night tonight. I do appreciate everybody coming through today. We'll be back with some Arc Nights again tomorrow. We're going to continue on with the story. There'll be no evening stream tomorrow because I'm at the gym, double dipping at the gym. Same thing Wednesday. Thursday, we'll be back. Probably do some more Arc Nights again because I'm just addicted. So we'll continue on with Arc Nights. Thursday, we might double dip and do probably some more Zenless actually because I want to try and get my account built up and get things up to scratch for the new update actually. I want to start building my account out now, to be fair. And get rid of some of the Miyabi brain rot that I've got over the last fucking week or so. I must admit, it felt rough not playing as her then because I've been so like used to just steamrolling everything. And then Friday, it's bank holiday weekend in the UK. So, longer stream Friday. I think we'll do some Arc Nights and maybe some Black Beacon. Do some Arc Nights and go into some Black Beacon. I think we'll do that as well. And then I've probably got some stuff to do in the garden over the weekend, but we might do some Wuthering Waves. I need to do 2.2, chat. I've got to get it done, man. I'm like, I've been doing too much tourism recently, and I'm kind of like doing too much that I'm falling behind on everything, you know? I need to maybe try and not drop some games, but like reduce the amount I'm playing, like, and start like, well, vertically investing in the gacha games at the minute, because yeah, I'm slipping behind on this. I'm slipping behind on WoW. Obviously we're getting on in Arknights at the moment, but yeah, I've got to get it locked in. We've got to get it locked in, but this bank holiday weekend should really help, actually, having a little couple of extra hours to get into some gaming. But yeah, guys, appreciate ya. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your evening. I'll see you all tomorrow for some more Arknights, normal time. I'll catch you there. Get off.